Welcome to Seven-Sided Die's Carpathian adventure. Travel back 700 years to the early 1300s. Castles like this dot the countryside. The Hungarian Empire, or Carpathian Empire, is at its zenith. The nascent Ottomans are on the rise, and neither Holy nor Roman nor an empire, Holy Roman Empire, battles within. England and France fight one another. As the Templars recede into history, the Teutons are on the rise. Welcome to the Carpathian adventure. This was a great hall. There would have been a roaring fire. It would have been adorned with Gothic windows. This might be where our adventuring party might gather. Let's meet them.
From the Kingdom of Aragon, I am Zyman Val. I've ventured forth with few possessions and little coin, save an ancient tomb I searched to decipher. But I've struggled to find clues, and at times, food. While freezing in the Alps, fate crossed my path with a shining knight and the champions of the sun. Having aided me in a desperate time, they have earned my service and my friendship. Now, using my wizardry, I fight by their side.
I am Balder, a Norseman, a soldier, and an eldritch knight. I left my home to leave politics behind, only to be dogged by it across Europe. I first met the Champions of the Sun outside a small town in Hungary. Together, we battled Ottoman raiders and vampires. The Champions gave me purpose again, and where it takes me, I know not, but I know I want to be a part of it.
I am Kip Kaelin, Ranger of the North, and I am lost. Hailing all the way from Garin in Scotland, I have faced great tragedy, losing all those dear to me. I am haunted by that fateful night, and what was taken from me. I face defeat at every turn, attempting to enact revenge on those that did this to us. And when all my strength, resources, and allies, save for my trusted wolf Lycoa, was depleted, I stumbled upon the Champions of the Sun at the Battle of Sagut. I decided to ally myself with these seemingly capable and worthy adventurers to aid me in putting the lost to rest. It is what she would want, or so she seems to indicate.
Aha! Hello, friends! You can call me Louvier Moreau. I come from the beautiful country of France, of course! Traveling as a salesman, banished from my home, where by the hand of my twisted sister, my father was killed, and I was implicated. Mon Dieu, how low I've come. But in that low, I found the Champions of the Sun. Although they may not smell like sweet wine, they are honorable. Mostly.
I am Borinth, the Cave Bear. I come from a tribe of barbarians that once lived in the mountains of the Badenweiler. While on my sacred spirit quest, my tribe and family were attacked with none left alive. I now seek the power to avenge my people. With my rage, I grow stronger, and with the Champions of the Sun, I seek a path to restore and preserve my people's culture and rid this world of any evil that stands in my way.
I am Matthias, of the House of Bathory, Knight Baron of Carpathia. With my traveling companion, Ambria, I was dragged into a whirlwind path by a rogue monk. But those I have met since then have earned my respect, and, more importantly, my trust.
Welcome to the Carpathian adventure. Welcome, I'm Tom. Thank you for joining us. We're a group of gamers who get together in real life to play Dungeons and Dragons. Some of us are military, some are in IT, others construction, retail managers, a few are parents, students, etc. So we do this strictly for fun. We hope you enjoy it. Nonetheless, there were quite a few thank yous in our open, except one, you. We would like to thank you, our Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook followers, and our YouTube subscribers. Thank you for joining us. To those who have not already, please follow us on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. Please like on YouTube and Facebook. And, of course, please subscribe. I think we're up to almost 330 subscribers on YouTube. That's pretty impressive. Thank you very much. If during the stream, I mean, it's not some of the others, but we appreciate your following us. If during the stream you follow on Twitch or if you subscribe on YouTube, your username will pop up on the screen. Please know that during the stream, some of us are following it as well. In particular, some of us are watching Twitch. So please feel free to comment or ask questions. While live, we'll endeavor to answer them as long as they are appropriate questions. To all of our subscribers, thank you. What happened the last episode? On a diplomatic mission, the party made their way from Buda to Sugut. There they met with Bayuk Osman Ghazi and discovered he is a powerful vampire. While that was a little while ago, fighting then fleeing, they left Sugut, but they remained determined to return. Gathering strength to defeat Ghazi and addressing individual pursuits, they made their way back through Constantinople, Flower, Venice, across Trent and the Tyrol, and across the Alps themselves. Crossing the rolling hills about a day south of Salzburg, the party explored the ruins of a church. Accompanying them was a lady named Nebin Abentur. To free some held for ransom family members, she had solicited the party's help recovering an object from the Holland salt mine. While the party battled lots of spiders in the church ruins, Nebin Abentur died. From the ruins, the party made their way up north towards Salzburg, depositing Nebin Abentur's remains off at a cathedral for burial. Remaining at an inn in Salzburg, the party rested up. Simon identified a magic locket, and Morton identified Bayuk Osman Ghazi's medallion. When Morton did so, though his body remained in the room, his spirit was somehow transported to a dark, evil place. While there, he met with a huge, hideous winged beast that spoke in 1,000 languages. Unexpectedly, the creature seemed surprised to see Morton, and the experience almost killed him. Fortunately, the creature grew bored of Morton or something else. Somehow he returned to the living, and Balder poured a potion of healing down Morton's throat, restoring him. Whew. Also, during their week, the party went to Nebin Abentur's house and spoke with the caretaker. From her, the party learned, or confirmed, that Nebin Abentur's father, Alters, and her brother, Jung, have been missing for a while. The party then ventured to the nearby Holland salt mine. In a secret compartment near Alter Abentur's workstation, the party found a last will and testament bequeathing the mine to the current owner's brother. Sensing they were observed in the mine and in the streets of Salzburg, the players took extra precautions. Nonetheless, they have a sneaking suspicion that they are being watched. In the streets of Salzburg, we rejoin the party. Welcome back. Reiner is not here tonight. Brian, aka Bornth, is also not here tonight. He is watching his son play the drums. Ryan should be on his way, and I believe Wyland is on his way, unless I am mistaken. And we rejoin you guys. You guys are in the streets of Salzburg. I believe you are outside of one of the two houses, but we can adjust fire on that if you want. What are you guys doing?
We were outside of Rupert's house.
Rupert's house. That's
Rupert's
right.
house. That was run down and beat up.
and
Yeah.
he's hitting hard times because, well, he's not getting the royalties from the mine anymore.
Yeah. He's been kicked out.
Yep. Betrayed by his own brother.
Okay.
Did we knock on the door?
We didn't get that for you.
I don't think.
Crowded in the walled city at the base of a huge hill, Salzburg looks something like this. Just to give a sense of what the town looks like, there's a huge mountain castle up on a hill there. Salzburg. Buildings are stout, tall, and well constructed. The streets themselves are busy and narrow, made narrower by a plethora of market stands and crowds in the lanes. The smell of freshly baked breads, cut meat, hangs in the air, pungent yet delightful. You eventually find yourself in front of a tall, narrow home. To the right of the door is a large, leaded glass window with diamond panes. A few of the panes are broken and have been replaced by shingles cut to shape. You can clearly tell that the home is one of a comfortable gentry, but has seen better days. You're standing outside the door. What are you guys doing?
Are we sure that we want to go in?
Or you're somewhere in that vicinity. You don't
Yeah.
have to be right in front of the door. That's up to you.
Well, I mean, we go in there, we can talk to him, let him know that we got this, this last will and testament.
Personally, I think that maybe we shouldn't get involved in such a familiar matter in such a way.
Well, if we don't get involved, we're pretty much putting Lady Neb's family probably to death.
But we could use the will to our advantage.
I'm listening.
We could leverage Jacob Understand the Younger into giving us something and the freedom of the parents in return for giving him this will back. This is surely what he seeks. What business is it of ours if the brother starves?
It's true.
These things happen in families all the time.
It's true. He does still live in a nice neighborhood. It's not like he's hurting. Well, I mean, I can't really say for sure.
It could end up being more trouble than it's worth trying to right a wrong such as this and getting involved
Well, we do have more pressing matters.
with the family.
Considering we have a lot more pressing matters right now, putting a quick end to this.
And if we can benefit more, all the better.
Yeah, I guess we could scout out the other brother's place and see what it looks like.
Yeah, maybe we can even locate the parents. And if we can free them, then we have the full leverage of the will
Of course, that's
to
assuming,
gain more.
that's assuming that the brother has the parents. Could be a third party that might have it. We still don't know.
This is very
We'll have to
true.
talk to one of the two brothers to figure that out.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Balder came back from the bathroom.
Superb.
The alleyway down the way.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
We were just discussing whether or not we want to really get involved in this family dispute. And Simon had a good idea. What if we go to the rich brother, tell him we have this will, try to leverage it for something for us, and if he has the family, he could release them.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
All right.
Always a fan of what's in it for us.
Yeah.
Well, let's at least go to the
Let's check out the older brother's
the
house
older
and
brother's
see how it
house
looks.
and see what's going on around there.
All right, we're going to do that.
Okay, you meander through the streets. You had received general directions from Volker, the innkeeper, and you follow your way through the streets, the busy, narrow streets, market stands, crowd either side of them. Again, for Baldur's, Brian, the smell of freshly baked bread, and there's smells of cut meat. Smells awesome in this neighborhood. You find yourself in front of another narrow but tall home. On this door is a finely carved wooden shield painted red with raised white elements. In the center of the shield is a man carrying a large bolt, and on either side what appear to be mine entrances. To either side of the door are large leaded glass windows with diamond panes. You can clearly tell that this home is one of wealthy gentry.
Do we notice any guards around or anybody private?
Any activity?
Oh, an investigation check.
Natural 20.
18.
Way to start the game.
You see a couple individuals just leaning up against the wall across the street.
Kind of like the whispers, like, man, this place is being watched.
I kind of look out of the corner of my eye.
Do either of them look like who I saw watching the Aventura house?
Roll an investigation check.
17.
You think it's possible one of them is?
One of those men may have been the man I saw at the Aventura house. Perhaps we should keep walking and see if we can find our way around back.
How many were there? 3?
To not be conspicuous.
How many were there? 3? Pretty close, or look like they've got some equipment on them.
Well, they look kind of thuggish, if you will.
All right. Try walking away, go down an alley.
Yeah.
Cast invisible. We'll keep going and see if they follow.
Sure.
All right. Let's try that.
All right.
Okay, you turn, you walk down the street, you
Yeah,
find
but kind
a
of like,
corner.
I make sure that they know that I know that I saw them.
How do you do that?
Just kind of like, I just kind of turn my head and I look at them and I make sure to lock eyes with one of them. And then like, we just kind of quickly meander off down an alleyway.
He looks at you, and then he kind of gets that awkward eye contact and then furtively looks away a moment later. He turns towards one of the guys. He turns away. He's back slightly away from you. But you can tell he appears as though he's talking to one of the other guys.
All right. Let's see if they follow.
All right. Slowly walk down the street. Is that where we're doing? We're all going?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. The 3/4 of you and the monkey, Georgie, what is it, Georgie?
Georgie.
Georgie walk down the street, turn toward an alleyway, and I'm assuming you see, it looks something, this is just slightly representative of what it looks like, the streets. You turn in between some of the buildings.
Yeah.
And do they appear to have followed you? You look behind, you don't see them at the moment.
Okay. I don't know if that's good or bad, but
It's bad.
Let's see.
do you want to go invisible or you're gonna stay invisible?
I could also cast a new spell that I learned.
Oh yeah?
It allows me to see at a distance.
Interesting.
I can cast it here and send my eye out. See what lies in that house.
Is the eye visible or invisible?
Invisible.
Okay. You want to scare everybody in the middle of the road. Can it go through walls or has to like...
As long as there is an opening of an inch, my eye can get through.
You can try to find a way to squeeze it into the building.
A keyhole
Yeah.
down the chimney.
There you go. Let's try it.
Okay.
We'll protect you while this thing's going on.
Okay. I can cast it from here. I'll cast Arcane Eye.
Arcane Eye. Okay, doke. Describe to me what you're doing.
Find all kinds of stuff.
You create an invisible magical
my
eye
necklace
within range that
I
hovers
didn't wear it though.
for the duration,
Oh, yeah, it's
which
in
is
there.
up to an hour. I mentally receive visual information from the eye, which has normal vision and dark vision out to 30 feet,
still need to
and
make
looks
this.
in every direction.
Oh yeah.
As an action, I can move it 30 feet in any direction. There's no limit to how far away the eye can move, but it can't enter another plane. Solid barriers block it, but the eye can pass through an opening as small as 1 inch in diameter.
Okay, so you're in between the alleyway and you cast it, and where do you initially send the eye, the invisible eye?
I will send it back to the front of the house first.
Okay.
And see if the lookout that Morton tried to entice has moved or not.
You see that there are 2 there now, where there were 3 before.
But one of the men has moved.
All right.
Keep a lookout.
All right. We'll keep an eye on him.
Then I'll take the eye towards the front door? Is there a keyhole?
It
that
is,
would
but
fit
it's
in?
pretty small. It's not
Okay.
really an inch across.
Then I'll take it up and go down through the chimney.
You fly up the side of the building with your eyeball, almost like a drone effect, and then you come up toward the chimney and you look and you can dive down through. You're diving down through a darkness down through the chimney. You see some flames down there and a little bit of smoke coming up, and then you come out and you find yourself. Let me see. Well, let me rephrase that. As you go down through the chimney, you're outside of which house? You're outside of Rupert's. Or no, you're outside of the other house, out of
The
Jacob's
youngest.
house.
Yeah, Jacob the younger.
Okay, so this is a layout of the house, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
You fly down through the chimney, and as you're going down through the chimney, you notice that it comes to what would be, I guess, the second floor. The fireplace, but it looks like the chimney continues down at the back side of the fireplace, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
it
it's
stops
one-
at each floor.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So you're at the second floor. Are you going into that room?
Yes, I will go out of the fireplace.
Okay, yeah, I guess you call it the second floor. You go out of the fireplace, and this is in effect what you see. You come out, and you're in a bedroom at this point. And I guess you wouldn't necessarily see those, but I'm not sure it matters at this point.
Empty.
Yes, it appears to be empty, and the doors are closed there. So you continue. You can fly around the room.
Is there space under the door? Is there an inch of
Not
space
an
under?
inch. Look. I mean, if you look at the door right behind you, it's probably like that.
Okay. Yeah, if I can't see any other way to
Okay.
get out of the room, I will.
You continue flying down, and you go down to what would be the first floor at this point. And you come out in a room like this, and you see three gentlemen sitting in this room, and they're talking to one another. They seem to be I have a picture of one of them. This is one of them. He's sitting there talking. You obviously you can't hear with the arcane eye, can you?
No.
Okay. So you don't understand. He's talking to the other two. The other one looks like some type of an accountant or something like that. He has a large wooden device with metal rods through it and beads on it, and he seems to be sliding them up and down based upon whatever is going on in between the two of them. The third, roll a perception check or an investigation check.
13.
Should I send my raven in their house?
13. You don't notice anything too peculiar.
Would they know? Sit on a thing.
He seems to get up and starts moving toward the fireplace.
That raven has human eyes.
Did the fireplace continue to go down?
Yes, it did.
I'll go back in and go back in.
Okay. As you turn to go back in, you have a sense that this third individual that was getting up and walking toward the fireplace, you have a sense that he was looking at your eye almost, as if something like that. And... Huh?
Guy looks like an old Leonard Nimoy.
I'll send my raven down the chimney to distract him. Fly around his head.
You gotta put the raven down there and put it on the bust of Lenore.
I thought I saw something. Then just a bird flies out of the chimney.
You have a sense that he cast something, almost as if he cast something at you, but nothing happened at the eye. But nothing happened. And you continue in toward the fireplace?
Yeah, I'll go down.
Okay, you go in toward the fireplace.
Revisit this later.
You can't get hurt if anything happens to the eye. Okay.
His perception score must have been 25.
I just always picture the warlock eye from World of Warcraft floating around.
Well, it's invisible, so.
Or like the eye ring in Beastmaster that can see everything.
That's such a fun movie.
That's on Amazon Prime.
Was that?
It's on. You can get it.
Is it really?
Yeah. Watched it a couple weeks ago.
It's supposed to be so old. I remember seeing it in the theater. I probably was too young to watch it.
Okay. And you continue on down into what appears to be a basement.
You know, if they've got those people locked up, they might be down here.
It might be. Nobody in the room that I'm in?
Nope. Seems empty.
All the doors are closed also?
Yes, they are.
That's a door at the bottom of the stairs as well? Those are doors.
Well, you don't know that the stairs are there, so.
So our door.
You see
Yeah, doors. Yep.
Door. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And it looks like a kitchen, I suppose.
Oh, yes, it does.
I will go back up to the first floor where everybody was.
Okay. You come back up into that room right there.
Good, listen to those doors.
I can't hear. It's just
can't
eye.
hear.
It's
Oh,
just
okay.
sight.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't.
He needs a floating ear.
See floating in that room right there.
I need to take the observant feat so I can read lips.
There you go.
That would partner with the eyeball really well.
I am.
Yeah, what?
I am gonna park the eye like up in the corner of the room. It doesn't say that I'm like that I'm immobile because of using it. It just says that so I should be able to still move around. And I was just gonna be like,
Yeah.
like put it up in like the top corner,
Sure.
just to see who's coming and going for the next 40 minutes or so. That I
Okay.
still have it.
I'm going to say about.
And of course, I'm telling everybody what's
Right. We're keeping
going
an eye
on.
This other guy might
Yeah.
show up.
About 26 minutes go by, and the gentleman who you saw before, who appeared to have cast something, he gets up and he walks over toward the corner, almost as if he's looking right up at the eye itself. And then he goes he waves his hand like that, and you can't hear anything, of course, and whoosh, everything goes black to you.
Well, they know at least somebody was looking now.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
You learn anything interesting?
Should we kick the door in?
Oh, we still don't even know if they're there. I couldn't hear anything. I could only see.
If there was a guy in there who can see invisible eyeballs, they're there.
There could be a good chance they're there. I'm just saying I can't confirm they're there. They seem to enjoy keeping every door in that house securely closed. So I could not move about too much, but
It's suspicious.
Very.
I would think I would say at least half the house is unoccupied that I could see.
Only we had a thief that could break in.
I have this hammer.
Well, I think they got a wizard, which may or may not be good or bad.
It's bad. It's always bad.
It's bad.
All right.
Can we look for a way into the basement? Maybe not through the front door. If we walk around the house.
You walk around the house, and based upon what he told you and the general layout of it, You suspect that here's the front of the house, if you will. Right here's the front entrance, and based upon what you suspect, you walk around, you see a door coming over here. You suspect that this might be an entrance. The only other entrance. No, that's not true. That's not true. There might be. To the basement, Tom. To the basement, Tom. To the basement. Is there an entrance to the basement, Tom?
Good old-fashioned jump in the sewers, kind of walk around.
You suspect there might be possibly one around back, or there might be one to the side.
All right.
So you.
I guess we'll check around back, right? Because we're already down the side of the house anyway.
Sure. Yeah. So you see a door back there.
Alright. And nobody is around. Like we're trying to stay pretty observant of anyone in the streets.
Roll an investigation check.
17.
You don't think there's. I mean, there's some people just coming and going, but you don't. Doesn't look like anybody's doing anything.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, it would help I know ahead of time if this guy actually has Neb's parents.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to, like... if he doesn't have them, then,
Sounds like they're up to no good anyway. Win-win.
True. They're not exactly the most honorable people anyway. So... Well, you didn't see any guards or anybody running around. You said it was just these three people.
All I saw was the business meeting. What appeared to be a business meeting, which may have been about the mine or may have been about payment for the parents.
All right. Let's try the back door. See if it's open.
Or do you want to just knock on the door?
Could do that too.
I thought your plan was to lie to him.
Could do that too. I can always go in the front and talk to the guy. You guys can try breaking in through the back. Kind of distract them that way.
We could do that.
Different?
Because I don't know if he's gonna believe you. Hopefully you're pretty convincing.
I'll do my best.
I don't know, do you trust bards?
Sometimes.
Alright, let's go for it. If we distract them long enough, maybe we can identify if they're actually in this house or not.
Okay.
If anything, we fight our way out like we always do.
That's what I figured, so either way.
Super.
Alright, so I'll,
So let's try that.
You've got the will, so I don't want to carry it on me.
Okay.
Because I'm only one guy. So...
Alright.
If they catch me and they capture me, I'll figure something out.
Yeah.
But I don't want them to get hold of this thing. That's pretty much our entire leverage.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll take that. Put it right in my armor. No one's getting it.
Yeah. For Baldur's dead corpse. Alright, so...
I'll go with Baldur.
Even dead, I'm too hard to hit.
Alright, so I'll go around the front, and they're going to go around the back.
Okay.
Show me how
So,
to pick locks.
No.
so you're. I will say you get to them relatively simultaneously, just for the sake of discussion here right now. You're up at the front door. What are you doing?
They got a nice knocker on the front door?
No.
I'll just...
You rap on the door. A few moments go by. Eventually, an older man answers the door. You quickly get the impression that he's akin to a footman, if you will.
Okay.
He says in Deutsch or German, Guten Tag. Erwarten der Herr dich. Do you speak German?
I do not. That's why I go on adventures. Kent?
Nein, ich verstehe nicht.
One moment. One moment.
Yeah.
Pulls out his lute, starts strumming a song. Cast comprehend languages on myself through a ritual, and then I'm like, better?
Ein bisschen.
A little bit.
Comprehend languages doesn't really make you speak them. It makes you. It's kind of like a translate. It's like a Google Translate, if you will. It doesn't make you. You don't learn syntax and.
Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably what that other.
So
tongues. Yeah. I don't have that one memorized. That's not gonna work.
He says when you said, in your mind you translate the word better to in Google Translate to German, and it comes out whatever the German version is, and you say it in German, and he replies, "Ja," and you untranslate that, and it's yes.
Well, I'm here to distract anyway, so I'll be like, anyone else speak can't? Adventure can't?
You translate. Does anyone speak Adventures can't? Sprechen Sie ein Adventurers can't in German? And he says.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
And he says, ein bisschen. And okay, to you guys, what are you guys doing? You're around back.
Well, first, let's check if the door's open.
Probably a good idea.
You reach up, there's a door handle, you jiggle it, you have a sense that it is not.
Can I...
I mean, without, like...
Yeah. Can I carefully turn it extra hard?
Are you trying to break it?
Yeah. Just break, like, the door handle.
Okay,
What's your strength?
roll strength.
Wait. Potion of Frost Giant Strength, just in case.
Wow.
Oops, the door has come off the hinges.
Do you roll a strength?
House.
Let's see.
Does that make your strength? Are you using that or no?
No, not yet. Maybe if I have to, but we'll see what
Once
happens.
we get caught.
Ooh. 23.
23. You reach up and you crank on the handle, and initially it doesn't want to give, and then all of a sudden the metal physically starts to twist, and you can feel it. You're watching it, and it's almost like watching a pipe just be bent around, and you're just bending it further and further and further and further, and you can keep going. You think it's going to literally break off.
Let's keep going.
Okay, just roll one more check. Roll another check, rather.
Natural 20.
Snap! The handle like cracks off in your hand. And you're sitting there. The door is shut, but you see like this small hole where the handle might have gone into it, like right there, and like inside you see some, to the extent that you're mechanically adept, some kind of mechanism in there.
Okay. Go ahead.
Back with you. Eventually, somebody comes to the door.
It's impressive. Very impressive.
A rather bony-looking individual. This old man. He's kind of hunched over, and he says. Initially, he says. And then he realizes you don't understand what he says. He says,
What, does everyone speak German around here?
They were in Germany or something.
what do you want?
Better. Thank you. Sorry, I never picked up German. I'm investigating the disappearance of the former mine foreman and his son, and was wondering if you knew anything about that.
Who are you investigating this for?
His daughter, Lady Nebenalitor.
Come in.
Thank you. Lovely home, by the way, on the outside.
Thank you. He guides you into.
Not personally.
He guides you. What did you say?
I haven't seen the inside, at least not personally.
He guides you into his house, and he eventually takes you into what appears to be a study of sorts. And in there are two other individuals. All three of them look like composites of each other, but clearly they're not related to one another. One is dressed, the one that you're meeting with right now, or talking to, he's got like a maroon colored wealthy man's cloak, but it's covered with fur on the edges. Clearly he's kind of cold from.
Right.
But it looks like, for somebody who's so well-to-do, it's almost like he could have afforded better, if you would.
Right.
Somewhat, you might guess, miserly. Inside the room, there's another individual dressed in almost all black. It might be very dark blue, but almost all black, including a black hat. And he's got a large kind of contraption in front of him with little beads on it, and he seems to be adjusting it and leaning over a scroll. There's a third individual just sitting in the corner, who is dressed in like a light jerkin. He's also an older gentleman. He's got a beard of sorts, high boots, and he seems like he's seen a little bit of travel. Seems like he's been around a little bit more, perhaps not as much of an accountant or dweeb as the other two might be. He escorts you in and then says something to both of them in German. A conversation takes place between the three of them. It feels very awkward and very
Well, I'm gonna
uncomfortable.
just observe the room while they have their little conversation.
It's what you see right there.
Okay.
And he, have a seat, haven't you?
Thank you. Sit down.
He said, please, I am Jacob Untersburg.
Oh, the owner of the mine.
Yes.
There you go.
And this is Haschlich's Ungezeifer. One gentleman all dressed in black nods. He doesn't really seem to look up from his...
He's busy counting his beads.
Yes. The third individual, he says, this is Boz Zobera. Zobera.
Okay.
And he says, please, for the three of us, tell me what you are doing again.
I've been hired by Lady Nebenhard Tor to investigate her father and her son's disappearance. She's looking to try to find out what happened to them and get them back at pretty much any cost. So, we kind of figured this would be a good place to start because I know he used to work in your mine.
Yes, he did. And he hasn't shown up to work for 10 days or so.
10 days or so.
I don't know the exact number.
Do you think of any place he might have gone?
No.
Now, Lady Neb, up at Tor, seems to feel that he and his brother might have been kidnapped. Could you think of any reason why anyone would want to kidnap her parents?
Walters?
Yes.
No.
No. Alright. You just mine salt in that mine?
Yes, we mine soldiers is a very prosperous salt mine. It is probably one of the most prosperous in Salzburg.
So it's doing very well.
And under the new harbor chef who replaced Alters, it's doing even better. But yes.
Right. How's the work conditions in the mine?
I think they're better now.
Better now?
It's more productive.
Do you know if Walter, what was the father's name?
Alters?
Yeah. Was he a cruel taskmaster? Maybe one of his workers might have tried to take him out?
Entirely possible.
You're new to being the mine owner, aren't you?
No, my father was the owner and helped him manage it. Perhaps we're managing it slightly better now. And he's sadly departed us.
And how long ago has that been?
It's just been a few months.
You have a brother, don't you?
Yes, Rupert.
Rupert. Yes, I passed by his house, but I felt stopping here first would probably be a better idea. How is your brother doing?
As best I know, he's doing very well.
Now, how's he doing economically? Is he part owner of your mine still, or?
No, my father felt it was best to leave the mine in the care of one son rather than divide it up.
Oh, so you must give him a stipend of some kind.
I'm sure he's quite taken care of.
Have you seen your brother?
It's been a little while.
Is there anything else you might be able to tell me that might have led to this guy's disappearance or his family's? I mean, because even the son's gone too.
That is terrible news.
Indeed.
Very tragic.
I suspect murder most foul.
Really?
I do. He's been missing for weeks now.
That would be terrible.
Meanwhile, we're opening up a chest freezer.
As you're sitting there, the gentleman in the boots and okay,
Just come upstairs. Time to go.
back to you guys. What are you guys doing?
We will take out a dagger. We'll open the door. Work the little mechanism.
Okay, you take a dagger and you stick it into the hole and you're kind of jiggling it around. Roll,
Oh, no.
I don't know. What would this be? I'm more mistaken. You guys are already inside.
roll,
It's happening concurrently.
yeah, this is, there's some overlap in here. Roll, just a dex check, I guess. For now. Trying to think of what would be.
No.
No. You jiggle it, and it just is
Maybe you
not
should try.
budging at the time. You feel like you broke the handle off, but the mechanism, you can see it in there that makes the tumbler move this way. You gotta somehow get in there and like twist it or something like that.
Alright, how about I do the same thing I did to the handle? I just lean on the door and give it a
Okay,
slight
you're
push.
gonna just use strength to try and push that tumbler out of the way. Okay, roll a strength check.
Come on. What was that? 13?
13. You feel as though you're pushing on it.
15.
You're like leaning into it. You feel it starting to give, and then you suddenly think to yourself, "Wait a minute. Door jambs are probably on the other side of the door." So, like the lip that the door sits against is on the inside, and the door probably opens like most doors, opens out. You're like,
It's a back door. It opens in.
is that the way back doors open? Well, this one's OSHA compliant. It opens outward. In the absence of another way with a roll of a 13. So what are you doing? The bane of all D&D players' existence, the doors.
What do we do? You have any?
I'll try to pick it.
Interesting
I'll try to
spells in
pick
there?
it. Nothing that's not gonna make a noise. I'll try to pick it with my dagger.
Okay.
Like, hey, get out of the way.
Come on, let me try.
Simon's up there.
20!
No! He just doesn't even look. He just like...
No, you know what the natural 20 is, since you don't have any decks? The natural 20 is like the housekeeper opens the door. Can I help you?
It clicks, and the door just slides slightly towards you.
Easy.
All right. Well, thanks.
Just the heavy-handed and the finesse.
Okay.
I'm still holding this twisted doorknob in my hand.
Keep it as a souvenir.
Where are we? No, this is different here. This is you. This is Morton. And this is...
Want to move these out of the way?
Yeah, that's.
Or I guess put you in the
Put
room.
me in the room. Should have took Georgie with me. Sorry, should have took Georgie with me.
That'd be hilarious.
So bad.
What is that?
Okay, they don't quite look like these three individuals.
Detective
but for
Georgie.
want of a- they don't look like these three individuals, but just so for want of a
Right.
better way of.
And where would I be sitting, I guess?
So he is a wizard.
Alright. It could be right there.
Elminster. Oh no. Wants to bust out on the harpsichord now.
I don't think
it was invented yet.
I don't think you're getting out.
Oh, I'm getting it.
I love the harpsichord. I actually went to a harpsichord concert.
Did you really? I love classical
Long
piano.
I could
Something
climb
about
to the
the
top of the
harpsichord.
building and just shoot a fireball.
Not creepy. This is kind of
Every
creepy.
chimney.
I can take it or leave it. I do like classical
That is
piano though.
totally the plan if ever we go out.
I wish I could learn. I gotta learn how to
If
play.
it goes
I saw
sideways.
a funny
Took
picture where
guitar
it was
for 4 years. And
it was the wizard.
Still
It was
can't
all the classes who could cast fireball, and then the Eldritch Knight, and it's just this giant atomic nuke.
Okay.
I gotta add that to my spell slot.
What?
The fireball.
Can you get that? Really? That's cool.
Yeah, evocation.
okay, if you
What level is fireball?
you could put your
Is it level 2 or
grab a
level
scoop.
3?
Right here?
Yeah, that's good enough for right now. It gets the gist.
It is level 3, right?
Yeah.
So as soon as I'm allowed to have them, fireball.
I've yet to see fireball used in a.
I think it's level 11. I get level 3 spell.
That hurts.
Finally.
By then I'm casting level 6 spells.
Yeah, but you're not.
I'm not, I'm not supposed to be a,
Yeah.
a magic
Magic
caster.
smashing. How many points of damage are you smashing with a hammer?
know.
AC
Yeah.
21, though. I mean,
I'm a utility caster.
well, I don't know if that's true, but okay. So you're there in the hallway where you suddenly see yourself in a hallway.
Utility as in it's just supposed to be an extra set of skills. Extra set of help along with just beating things. Because I can only do what? Mainly AoE and defensive stuff.
Everything's a trade-off. I mean, I think all the classes are fairly well balanced. But I mean,
No, I'm not
think
saying it's
about
not balanced. I'm just saying why I can't have like level 5 spells.
it. Yeah, but I mean, you don't get some things that like straight like Reiner's Mattias gets what do they call them? Superiority dice and, and so forth. And so I mean that's which he doesn't use them that much, but those can be incredibly powerful in the right
Using them, right?
right situation. So anyway, so you find yourselves in a hallway there.
All right.
What are you doing?
Peek around the corner.
Okay. You go up and you look, and it seems to you see a door straight across from you, and you look down the hallway and you see another door.
Oh, there's one. There's one in front of
One in front of Georgie.
Yeah, I think there's one right in front of Georgie there.
What do we do? Where do we go?
Let's try forward.
I will try the door in front of us.
Okay. You go up and try the door in front of you. It is unlocked.
Unlocked doors are worse than locked doors.
Well, I mean, you sense. I assume when you say try, you
try
have
to open
turn
it.
the handle.
Yeah.
So you have a sense that it's unlocked. You haven't opened it yet.
All right, you want to go this way? It's open.
Yeah, might as well see what's in here.
Okay.
Yeah,
You open it up and you look inside and you find a demon. No.
It's a straight run back outside.
It's the pantry.
You just like throw miniatures at the board. Oh no!
No more spiders.
You find you find yourself in what appears to be a pantry. There's lots of foodstuffs, supplies, household supplies around.
I do not think they are in here.
Me neither.
Okay.
Close the door. To the next door.
Okay, while we're doing that, back with Morton, you see the gentleman with the
I'm waiting for like
the jerkin
bowl
and the
falls
boots
down and they're all up here.
stand up and say, he seems to be talking to the others in the room. And He turns to the others and he says, "We haven't got a shell shaft." And they both look surprised, and then they turn to you. And then they turn to each other. And the one with the jerkin says something to the effect of, he seems to be saying, "I'm stepping out of the room." And he gets up and he leaves.
I just nod my head.
You are watching the Carpathian adventure on Seven-Sided Die, and we will be right back.
I've decided I'm gonna.
You are watching the Carpathian adventure on Seven-Sided Die. We rejoin the party at Jacob Unterstein, the Younger's house. Some inside, some sort of inside.
Thanks.
Okay, back with you guys down below. What are you doing?
I think we were heading to the next door and gonna see if that was.
Okay, you get up to the next door and you open it, or you see that it's unlocked.
No.
You open it,
Yes.
and you find yourself in a what appears to be. Which is good enough for now.
Oh, there was a door there too.
Oh, I'm sorry, my
Okay.
bad. You could have looked in there. So far, you're exploring. You look in that. You continue. You look.
Well,
at
look in that
side.
first room
Sure.
first.
And you see what appears to be a bed chamber, probably for servants.
No servants.
Does it look used?
Yes.
Hmm.
Could be out at the market.
Okay, open the door into the.
Yeah. Now we go
Other
to the
room.
kitchen.
Okay. You open the door and you see two individuals standing in there. Where are we here, Tom?
We're here to clean the chimney.
You see two
Chimney sweep?
individuals. What looks like a woman and a guy, and they're both standing in there, and they're like, "Was haben Sie?"
You guys are the high muscle here.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Is this the Jagerstein house?
Ich verstehe nicht.
What? No? No?
No.
I told you it was the wrong house. Sorry. And I'll pull him back and close the door.
You see the two of them looking at one another.
But yeah, probably best.
You hear some shouting coming from behind you. Yeah.
So
Head on out.
We'll make
haste.
our exit.
Make haste out of this place.
Well, nothing in the basement.
I saw
You hear somebody yelling, "Enderling! Enderling!"
What?
That's not the basement.
Yes, it is.
Oh, is
It
it?
is.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, nothing in the basement.
Yeah, you went up the stairs to get in the house.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, you went in that little.
Yeah. Okay. I see. All right.
Okay. So you guys go dashing back out the back door that you came in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, we'll leave. We'll go back out the door. At least it's always unlocked now.
I think there was only one more room in that basement to check, but I don't think the servants would be so casual if there was.
I mean,
prisoners
I don't know, we
locked
came
up.
this far. You want to just look in the last room? Let them scream in German all they want?
If you want.
I'll distract them with the monkey.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll go back in with Georgie, kind of distract him with the monkey while he just runs to the
just
door.
move your figures into the room.
I'll just pretend to trying to talk to them and pointing to the monkey.
Okay, you guys do an investigation check.
The
two of you.
Ooh, 26.
26.
24.
24. You see it just tons of material around the room. There are some of the floorboards as you're walking around do appear as though they could be, or maybe not, maybe they're just loose. They could be like entrances to something underground or something like that. Or they just might be loose boards. All of a sudden, a gentleman walks into the room.
Uh-oh.
And said,
Uh-oh.
roll initiative.
Was that the guy who was casting the
Dirty
spell?
20.
Yeah, I think so.
You recognize him.
Yeah.
Oof. 8.
I got a 4.
A 4.
Our cover's blown.
Roll a wisdom save. He casts a spell at you.
We should have just left.
Counterspell it.
Alright, so the opponent's got a 20. Do you want me to mark all this down?
I'm sorry?
You want me to put all this down?
Yeah, sure. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my reaction to cast counterspell.
Okay. And
If
So
it's
opponent,
third
what'd you get
level.
for-
Yep. Let me just
What'd you get for inspiration?
Oh, I got 4.
4. I got 6. Opponent's got 20. So I'm just gonna leave like a huge gap.
For everybody else.
A huge gap from us to them.
It's almost like he knew you guys were down there. Almost.
Oh, he knew. This is the same one that knew the eyeball was there, right?
I guess I should detect
Same
magic
evil,
on the back
perceptive
door.
guy.
Maybe. This guy just likes to twist stuff. I don't know.
What'd you say?
He just likes to twist things.
Until they break.
You had a pet rabbit once.
In my head, I'm picturing. In my head, I was picturing like, how would you get into a door? How would you break a door and still sort of be quiet? Like maybe you just use brute strength and slowly turn the door handle till it cracks, instead of like kicking it in.
Now you know what to try with that lock set. Somebody returns, I can't be restocked.
Yeah.
How much force does it take to just snap it apart?
Okay. He sees you cast it and then he's like, ha! You know, like, bummer. You know, to the extent that he could say that. And then he casts a cantrip. What you can clearly tell is a cantrip. Well, you could too, as well. You could also tell it's a cantrip. And your AC is what?
Mine?
Yeah.
Currently 10,
10.
but if it's a 15, I'll use shield. If it's within 15, I'll use shield to stop
If
it.
it's, he rolls a 19.
Okay, well then that's gonna hit me.
Okay, so you're not using shield, I'm
No.
assuming. Okay, so you take...
Spell and a cantrip.
Evil bastard.
And he yells something in the building at the same time.
I know German. I know what he's
Oh, okay.
yelling.
He's yelling, intruder! Intruders! Intruders!
He's calling for help.
Come here!
We should just kick the door open in the last room, and then run. If it's not what we want.
You take 15 points of damage. And Balder, you are up.
Let's just knock the block off.
Okay.
He's in the tiny room with Balder. He's in trouble.
Yes,
So I'll just walk right up to him. Kind of gently push the cook out of the way.
Okay.
Let's go. Here we
Cook
go.
was more than happy to move away.
Spells are flying around.
He's like, I'm out of here.
They're probably ducking out of the
I'm
way
gonna
at this
do.
point.
One second. I'm gonna do the new one, Booming Blade. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. I think it's. I'm just gonna roll a little attack first, and that's a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Yeah. So hold on 1 second. So it's. He takes the 1d8 plus 5, which is 5, 6, 7 damage plus another d8. So 6. So 13 damage he takes now.
Okay.
And that's it. I'll go and hit him again.
Okay. You smash into him with the booming blade.
Whoa, a 29 to hit.
Ooh, definitely hit.
2 times.
And that is 7 plus 5. What are we at? 12.
12 points of damage. 12 more points on top of the 13 before, right?
Yes.
So 25. Okay, anything else?
I kind of feel like I should action surge. So
I
he
think you
doesn't.
should. I
So
think
he
you
doesn't
should.
cast more spells.
Probably should beat him down now.
Yeah, I'll action surge and do all this again. Hopefully.
Huzzah!
Let's roll. We got a natural 1. No. What is that? 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Right. Good wizards. And that is, was that 6 plus 7, 12 damage on that. And I'll do my second attack, which is a 24 to hit, and it is 5, 6, 7, 8 more damage.
8 more. Oh my gosh.
And that is my action surge. Okay. I did my extra attacks, I did my stuff, we're good.
Oof. Simon, you are up.
I will step up to him and use my hypnotic gaze to bewilder him. He needs to make a wisdom save versus my DC 16. Otherwise, he is incapacitated and visibly dazed.
He's going to counterspell.
It's not a spell.
Oh, it's not a spell.
a
Okay.
class ability.
Ooh, okie doke. What does he need? DC what?
DC 16.
DC 16. He's got a plus 6 on his wisdom. He rolls a 12, 18.
Beats it. Yeah. So nothing.
Nothing else?
Nope.
Anything else?
No. That's all I can do. Ah!
Okay, he's going. It's top of the round, I believe. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, he's gonna sidestep. He's not gonna leave your area, and he's gonna cast. He casts.
He's going to blow up.
You're gonna hit the poor lady serving the food.
He casts lightning bolt, just straight across the hallway into the pantry.
He's also going to take 4d8 damage for moving.
He didn't leave your area though. It doesn't matter.
Booming-
48. Okay, roll
Booming
away.
blade still activates.
Oh, it
Ouch!
does?
Yeah, if
And
the target willingly moves before them.
Ooh, okay.
And since I did it twice, I guess it's 4d8. Since I hit him, or can you stack him or no? Just do 2d8.
I don't think you could stack.
I don't know.
I'll do 2d8. We'll play it fair. Right, 7 and 1, so 8 damage for moving.
8 damage.
I-
More.
I had to be within 5 feet of him to do what I did.
So you move.
Previous round, yeah. I would have been right up next to him. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it blasts. Somehow he manages to target like both of you, and you each make a dex save.
Oh boy.
Nope.
Dex save. No. Definitely not.
Yeah. It doesn't stack, by the way.
I didn't think it did.
Yeah.
36 if you didn't
I just rolled the 2.
And what's that? 15, 16, 18 if you saved.
All right.
Ouch.
And he's going to, you've got your sentinel feet, he's going to turn and try and run up the steps.
I will make an attack.
Roll away.
A 18.
18 hits.
And he gets another 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
Oh!
And he's stuck where he is.
Oh, that's right, he's stuck.
0 movement. Kill him!
How many points of damage?
What did I say? 6 plus 5, so 11?
11 was it?
Yeah.
Okay, he's barely up. And it is Boulder, your turn.
Okay, what was I gonna do? Sorry, I'm still trying to learn these spells.
No, it's all good.
I think I was gonna do. Yeah, let's just attack him. Underwave. Yeah, so we'll do that. We'll just attack. Oh, 13 to hit?
13 does not hit.
Alright, so I'll just do my second attack. And is that 18?
18 definitely hits.
That hits. And that is 8 plus 5, which is 13. 13 damage.
13 points of damage.
Yes.
He's taking on. Simon, you are up.
I'll just cast Magic Missile on him.
Okay, no.
Yo, standby.
13.
13, your magic missile slams into a wrong one. And then he goes down. It is the top of the round. You guys are standing there. What are you doing?
Into the room.
Yeah, go open that room, that door.
Which room?
Or I guess you blasted that door off with the lightning bolt?
Well, I don't know if it actually does
Can I-
that, but
do I
the
see
door,
anything
you
in
go
there?
up, the door's open. You look inside, you see what appears to be like a large pantry filled with supplies.
I will,
Floorboards.
yeah, and look at those floorboards.
Okay, while you're doing that,
Boulder, watch the stairs!
Alright.
so you're over here, we'll just say for the sake of it, is that about where you'd be?
If those are where we want to say the floorboards are, then yes.
All of a sudden, 3 guys pile into the room. These guys would be like cowering someplace over here. Hide me, hide me, hide. Unless you would have hit
Larry,
them.
Moe, and Curly.
Okay, they charge into the room.
Oh, here we go.
And huh?
Now we're
Oh,
talking.
Baller's getting excited.
Now we're talking.
So am I with the 9 hit points I have left.
You only have 9 hit points.
I took 36 lightning damage.
I thought you had like 50-some hit
He's
points.
just as bad as the wizard we killed.
Everything hits me.
Okay, let's roll a new initiative because there was a little bit of a time in there. The opponents have a.
Oh, natural 20.
The opponents have a 14.
13. 13.
You are up, Balder.
Okay. So this time, we will cast Thunder Wave. All 3 of them need to make a Constitution save.
Constitution saves. Okay.
Still pretty quiet upstairs, Morton?
We're just chatting away having a good time.
Okay, one of them rolls a 21, one rolls an 11, and another one rolls a 18.
Alright, so 2 save.
2 save, and what is it? So
they're gonna get 2d8 thunder damage. So 7 plus 5, so we've got 12 damage. On a failed save, creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pushed. So the one who failed will get, I don't know,
The
blown
12
backwards.
points and gets pushed back 15.
okay, I'll say. I mean, he can't really go. I'll say just push him against
Yeah.
that wall like that. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And so
And
how
it
much did they
also-
all take?
12, 6, and 6.
Yeah, 12, 6, and 6.
6 and 6. So the one who failed took 12.
And it also makes a thunderous boom audible to 300 feet more. Roll initiative.
Roll initiative. And just stab those.
There's literally thunder in the basement.
Is that from the mine?
I think there's a storm outside.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it for me.
The opponents, the two of them are gonna strike away at you. And
Bring it on.
bring it on. He's well, he's gonna charge. He can move forward too. He's gonna move up. All three
No,
of them
I don't
attack
know where any
away.
of these people were. They're all hiding in the closet.
They have like a personal guard in the closet.
Okay, all three of them coming up on you. One natural one. Give me a fumble card, please. What's your armor class? 18. That's a miss.
21.
Well, two more critical miss cards. Pull two more critical miss cards.
Oh boy.
Okay, he hit his own head. So he's gonna roll a con save.
I didn't even know this was
and
a-
he's fine.
I didn't even know this was a thing. It just
He's
goes
off
double critical
balance.
miss.
That's cool.
And he rolls an 18. He's fine. A natural 18. Those so they don't affect him really, but that was his attack. The other one is a 23.
That hits.
Okay. And another one is just a straight up 21, and then the other two are misses. So you take.
I guess I'll just let shield go and.
That's what I was waiting to hear.
Yeah.
Okay. So you take.
if both of them are gonna hit.
22 points of damage. 22 points of damage, and
Well, do
Simon,
they
you
hit?
are
Do
up.
they hit if I cast shield?
One would not.
Okay. Does shield? Doesn't shield?
Fireball
go?
it, Dan.
I don't
Fireball it.
I don't remember
Kill myself.
the numbers. They both might.
It goes to 26.
So then, no, neither would hit.
No, right.
So what are we doing?
I will use my action to.
Yeah, shield a fire.
I didn't
off.
hear you say it.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
So you fire shield, and shield stops both of them. What are you doing, Simon?
I will drink my potion of greater healing.
Okie doke. What else are you doing? Anything else?
If I can lift the floorboard to see if it's open underneath, I will. But otherwise, I
I
think.
would say you could do that as a free action. Sure.
Okay. I'll do
Okay,
that.
you lift the free, and you just see dirt underneath.
Okay. I'll step back into the room a little to protect myself. That's it for now.
Okay.
I'll find out.
The Morton, up with you. The one gentleman says, "It's unusual that you came here and that these noises down in my basement."
Morgan kind of does this. He goes, you know, there were some strange individuals across the street watching your place.
What?
There were three of them. Kind of was watching him, and then when they saw I watched them, they kind of walked off. You're not hiding anything in this place, are you?
No. Back with the downstairs. Boulder, you are up.
All right, let's do. Yeah, let's do this. All right, so I will. Let's see. I guess I will attack the one on the left.
The one on your left.
Well, which one? Which one failed? The one right
One
in front
in
of
the
me.
middle.
I'll go for that guy.
Okay.
And that is 13.
13 does not hit.
That. And there we go. 27.
27 hits.
So that is
Your
9.
hammer slams into him.
11 damage.
11 points of damage.
And then we will attack him again. What was that? 19.
19 just hits.
And then 10 more damage.
10 more points of damage. He's still up. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, and it's the opponents. They're gonna swing away at you. What are they plus? 13 is a miss. A 16 is a miss. A 24 is a possible hit. A 22 is a possible hit. A 11 is obviously a miss. And 18 plus a 27 is a hit.
I'll use shield.
Shield, so
27 will still hit.
the 27 still hits. You take 12 points of damage.
Alright.
12 points of slashing damage. And that is the opponents. Simon, you are up.
Reach out. I cast slow.
What do they have to do?
Wisdom saving throws.
All three?
Yes. 16 for the DC.
16. Fail, fail, fail.
Nice. They all have half movement. -2 to their armor class. They can only use one action. Can only make one attack.
Okay.
That's it.
Sounds good.
Help you out a little.
Boulder, you are up.
Like 4 attacks against me.
3 less times you get hit and trounced.
Let's do something a little fun.
I love how Balder's just enjoying himself.
I'll do Scorching Ray.
Okay.
And we will do a 22 to hit,
22 hits.
a 24 to hit,
Now. Definitely
and
now.
a 22 to hit.
They all three hit.
Each one will take 6. Each one, so
Oh,
all
that
3
round.
each take 10 damage.
10, 10, 10. Okay.
Boom, boom.
Okay. Anything else, sir?
That's it.
Okie doke, the opponents, they're up slowed, so they can't swing as often. Okay, and a 26, a 21, and an 18.
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
So
I'll take it.
Take it. Okay, doke. 20 points of slashing damage. They're going to actually action surge this round.
Oh boy.
Which still only gives them 1 attack instead of 2. And a lousy 14, a lousy 15, and a lousy 12. So.
All right.
Okay, that was their action surge. Well, that sucked for them. The one in the middle is going to use his, what do you call it? His bonus action.
Nope,
Can't heal? He can't
No
heal?
bonus actions.
Oh!
You can either take an action or a bonus action, not both. While
So he won't do that. Okay. So that is it. Simon, you are up.
I will cast Scorching Ray also at the 3 of them. 1 at each of them. So, yeah, 1 at each.
Okay.
One definitely misses. A 22 and a 21.
They both hit.
Just the guy on the left. 5. Guy in the middle. 3. Sad sauce.
I'm sorry, how much?
5 on the first guy, 3 on the second guy.
5 on the first. So which is the first?
5, 3.
Okay.
I'll say I missed the guy all the way. Since Balder was mostly blocking
Okie
him
doke.
with his behemouthness.
His behemouthness. Simon, Boulder, you are up.
All right.
One of the guys up in the room says, please stay. I'll be right back.
Which guy is it?
The owner, Otersburg. The other gentleman puts down his accounting beads for the moment.
I go, Jacob.
Start attacking
Maybe it
them.
might not be safe.
Should I do a
It
shadow?
will be safe.
you
He gets
sure?
up and leaves.
Since there's still
Stay,
4 of them there?
please.
Yeah, probably.
And the one in the middle has
It says something to the
disadvantage
other gentleman in German.
because of my ability.
Untersberg leaves. Unterstein
Make a
leaves.
successful attack
And
against
the
them.
other gentleman gets up and locks
they
the
have
door
disadvantage.
behind. So the two of you,
Okay.
he says, we should be safe now.
Right?
All right.
Actually, how is it exactly worded?
Warren's gonna be standing now. He's not gonna sit. But, I'm keeping an eye on this guy.
I gotta see how this is actually worded. After a successful attack, the creature has disadvantage on the next save. So would Scorching Ray be attack rolls? It was.
Actually,
I
you know
think
what?
so.
Warren's gonna ask this guy,
Would
does
that
this thing
still
have an
count?
orphan?
Successful attacks against the creature?
No, not at all.
I don't know.
Because you made attack rolls for
Yeah.
each one.
First the mine, 4 minutes.
We're gonna go
missing,
with
now
that.
an
I don't think
attack.
Because it specifically doesn't say melee attacks that I make.
It just says attack rolls. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I do that, that should be good.
Okie doke. Back
Okay.
with Balder. You are up.
We are gonna cast Shatter on all of them. They will they make a Constitution saving throw, and all 3 of them have disadvantage
Why is that?
because of my Eldritch Strike.
Really?
If I make successful attack rolls on them, the next spell I cast, they have disadvantage on any saving throw.
Very nice. I like that.
See how
Very,
that
very
goes.
cool. What'd you say? Constitution, disadvantage, correct?
Disadvantage, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
What they
that
need,
suits you.
DC what? Well, that's a fail,
13, 14, 15.
for sure. One's a fail.
Good.
What's the DC?
It is
A-
15, I think. Let me check.
Uh,
It is 15.
15. So one failed, one save, and 2 fails. 2 fails,
Okay.
1 save.
So 17 damage or half if they've saved.
17. So we'll just go 17, half 17, unless you want it different. 17, so 16. And
Use
what's-
all the spells
what's
I
half? Half would be what?
8.
8?
I'm burning.
Okay.
That's what I love about it. I use all the spells I got, and then I just start beating the crap out of everybody.
Okay.
Whoever's left standing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's it, because I used a spell.
Okay, cool. Did the opponents get another save?
For slow?
For
Slow.
what? Oh, no. Nope,
No,
that's
that's it.
a minute.
Okay.
Yep.
A minute.
Oh, nice.
Okay, very cool. They swing away at Balder here
These good spells.
Stop hurting me.
in slow-mo.
They should
And
get
a
disadvantage. Slow-mo.
28.
God, these guys are
And
strong.
a 25 and a 17.
I'll use shield.
So
Only
that
one will
takes
hit.
care of the 25. The other one hits for a whopping 12 points of damage.
Okay. Alright. We gotta take one out, at least.
That is the opponents. Zyman, you are up.
Whoever looks
He did
least
some massive help with that slow
Least
hurt, maybe
It's
maybe this
powerless.
guy.
It would be
over
one
here.
of the 2 outside ones.
I almost picked that up, but I think the gaming was.
I'll cast Phantasmal Force. Or no, I can't. I'm concentrating.
What does that do?
No, that's concentration too, right?
Oh yeah,
I
you can't keep
do
it going.
Can't do it because I'm a boost slow. No, I'll just cast Firebolt.
Firebolts!
I'll absorb the damage. We're good.
Fireball.
Blow this house up. Morton's still up there ignoring it. That's probably
10.
nothing.
Nope.
It's just the pipes.
Yeah.
10.
I'm not ignoring it, I just
Their
wanna
AC
blow
is
out my
minus
cover
2.
just yet.
That was your 10?
Yeah, I got it. I
That
got
wouldn't
10
have
now.
hit.
No.
Okay,
We
anything
need
else?
your Bardic
Nope, still
inspiration.
concentrating on the slow.
Okay, you're concentrating on the
should cast
slow.
that anyway.
Boulder, you are up.
All right, so we're gonna go right for that center guy since I'm
Yes,
hoping
he
he's pretty weak.
appear to be the most wounded of the 3.
And we're just
He's
gonna
not
go-
quite weak yet.
We're just gonna go old-fashioned. We're gonna go green flame blade. The hammer will ignite in fire.
Yes, indeed.
I think these guards would be scared by now.
What do we got?
High
19.
morale scores.
Yeah.
19 to hit.
19 hits.
All right, and then we're gonna get a 4, 9 damage
9 points.
plus an 8,
So 8 more damage to him.
Okay.
And then 5 plus 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage to eeny, meeny, miny, mo, the guy on the left.
Which left? Your left?
Yeah.
Okay, my right. 12
The fire will
damage,
leap off
you
and
said?
burn him.
You said 12?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, now the one in the center is looking pretty beat up.
Let's hit him again.
The other two are doing okay.
There we go. 24 to hit.
24 hits.
7 plus 5. We got 12 damage.
12 more points of damage. Okay, he's definitely not a happy camper.
And then I'll use... yeah, we're good.
You're good?
I'll hang out there for now. We're good.
Okay, the opponents are up. The three of them, not many options right now. They're very slow. They're not going to turn and try and run from you. So they're going to swing in slow motion. Slow motion at you. One of them, a nat 20. Hand me a critical card, please.
Boy.
And one of them is a 28, and the other one is a 16. A maximum damage. Well, that's actually the worst possible.
Yes.
One. DC
Yes.
10 con. Roll a DC 10 con. That's pretty easy for you. Or you take extra damage at the. Okay, how does that work? DC 10 con.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So it doesn't.
A natural 11.
Doesn't really matter. Okay, so you take 15 points of damage from that one, and the 28. I don't know if that would work.
No, it won't.
Yeah. Okay, so on the other one, 12 more points of damage.
This would be like bleeding.
I'm like fighting
Yeah, but
myself
it's-
right now. Luckily, they're not
DC 10
Eldritch
for
Knights.
you is probably nothing.
What else I got? What other tricks do I got?
That is the opponent. Simon, you are up.
Another firebolt while I'm concentrating.
Sure. On the same one on my right.
I made you.
Yes.
What you guys couldn't message me?
19.
How could I message
19
you?
definitely
The
hits,
whole
especially
basement's
now
exploding.
having lowered his
I
AC.
know that.
So just come downstairs.
And 12 points of damage.
Be nice with the guy. Be like, you know what? I should
points.
investigate with you.
Yeah. I should have bring him with me.
He's still up, but he's starting to look hurt. Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Boulder, you are up, sir.
All right, let's hit this middle guy again. Come on. Ooh, No. There we go, 19.
19 definitely hits.
And that's going to be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus 5, 16 damage to the guy in the middle, and 9 damage to the guy on the left.
16 to the guy in the middle, and not how many to the guy on
9 to the guy on the left.
the guy on the left, my right.
Yes,
okay.
you're right. And I'll attack the guy in the middle again.
Yeah, he's definitely not looking good.
Let's do this. There we go, 22.
22, it definitely hits.
And then 5,
Your
6,
hammer
7, 10 damage.
Slams into him. Oh, that just did it.
Yes.
He goes down. And he collapses as your hammer.
And then I just start threatening everyone else.
What? I don't know if they have a choice at this point. Okay, the two of them swing away at you. I both 2-9. I couldn't roll that if I tried. 19-19 is a 28-28. I don't think shield will work on those, dude.
No.
So 8.
Well, it's easier when it doesn't work, because then I don't have to think about it.
25 points of slashing damage.
Oh boy.
How you doing?
I've got plenty of potions. Let's keep going.
He's doubling down.
I can do this all day.
This is so important. Screw the demons. We must kill these guards.
No one will outlast Balder.
My plan wasn't supposed to have any violence.
You know, this is a peaceful thing.
Walk away with some money.
Simon, you are up.
Just let me show you we're kidnappers. Turns out we're
Firebolt.
the bad guys.
19.
19 definitely hits.
7,
That's
12
always the
points of
case.
damage.
We are
12
always
points
the
to the
bad
one
guys.
on the far side.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay, he is up.
What,
He's
do you
starting
think
to look
Balder would
hurt,
run
though.
away?
No.
Anything else, sir?
Nope.
That is Simon
Concentrating
Balder, you
on
are
keep
up.
slow.
You are doing a very good job at it. Simon, Balder, you are up.
All right, I will hit the guy on the left. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Ooh.
Oh, maximum damage. 13 damage plus 7.
Which one were you
20
swinging
damage. Guy on the left.
Okay.
So 20 damage on him. And then the other guy takes 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. Guy on the right.
Okay.
And then
They are. The one on the far side is definitely looking
I
hurt.
will attack the guy on my left again. No, I don't hit.
Okie doke. It is the opponents.
15.
They swing in slow motion. Whoosh. They swing in slow motion away.
I
at
will
you.
use. Actually, I'll use second wind as a bonus action just to recover some hit points,
Okay.
which hopefully is a 10. All right.
They swing
20 hit points.
away. A 19 and an 11. An 11 becomes a 20. That does not hit. A 19 becomes a 28.
That hits.
That hits. And you take 12 points of damage.
Right,
That is the
right.
opponent's.
A positive 12.
Morton, roll a perception check. Okay, that is the opponent. Simon, you are up.
Oh, fireball.
I got a natural 1.
Natural 1, you notice
Just sipping his tea.
absolutely nothing.
Fantastic. This is Earl Grey.
21 to hit.
20.
5 points of damage to the guy on Balder's left.
Okay,
Your right.
he is definitely not a happy camper. He is still, as your fourth missile slams into him. Anything else, sir?
No, just watching.
And that is Simon. Balder, you are up.
Attack him again. 21 to
21
hit,
hits.
which will be 7, 6, 13 plus 5 is 18 damage to hit a guy on the left.
18 points of damage as your hammer slams into him and he bloodily collapses on the ground.
And then 10 damage to the guy on the right.
10 to the one on the right.
Crack.
Green fire explosions everywhere.
Anything else, sir?
Yeah, second attack on the guy on the
Go
right.
for it.
So 19 to hit,
19 hits.
10 damage.
10 damage. He's still going.
Oh, but I
Anything else?
gotta turn and face him.
Yes,
and just
indeed.
roar in his face.
People are screaming in the corner to the extent that they can in his slow motion.
I feel like the chef's happy about it.
Wait,
these guys!
Oh, wait, that's 20. Send me a critical card, please.
They don't pay me anything anyway.
Double damage
Oh,
to the
no.
leg.
Oh no!
You sweep the leg.
The leg. The target loses 20 feet off of its movement.
Holy crap, we moved like 10 feet now?
Okay,
He
so
doesn't have
double
knife anywhere.
damage.
True.
Yeah. Okay, so
Double damage.
What's that?
40.
13. 26 points of damage.
Okay.
As he
What if they were
slams
barbarians?
into you. The opponents are. That is the opponent.
You said 26?
Yes, I did, sir.
I gotta drink a potion.
Morton, you hear steps coming up, in footsteps coming up the front steps.
Okay.
And again, it's like, it should be the constabularies. Just stay where you are. We should be fine.
16 to hit.
16, you lowered by 2, correct? No, you just missed.
Firebolt blows past his helmet.
Anything else, sir?
No, that is it.
Okay, that is Simon. Balder, you are up.
All right, you got 3 rounds left.
Until slow wears off.
Yeah, I am going to drink a potion. It'll be 4d4. There we go. There you are. 4.
Go.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13. Yeah, is this all mine or yours?
Yeah, that's all yours now, too.
Oh my goodness. I think you owe me a couple of inspiration, don't you?
I kind of put them on these. Is that the right one?
That's right.
Those were Reiner's over
Oh,
there.
there you go.
That's cool. Thank you, sir. Anyway, so you guys, anything else?
That's it.
That's it. Oh my gosh. Balder,
Really,
now
at this
the,
point, I shouldn't even bother.
the opponents are up.
Besides, I think they think I'm not with you guys yet.
The opponent
He knows. He knew when you knocked on the door.
in slow-mo. 2. He misses miserably. Even with his bonuses, it's like 11 or something like that. It's miserable. That's him. Simon, you are up.
Nope, natural 1.
No!
Pull a fumble card.
Critical miss! You hit yourself.
Hit myself.
At least you hit something.
At least you.
That's all.
At least you.
Nice for 12 points of damage.
Ouch!
Did I knock you down?
Ouch!
No, because that's a concussion.
Alright.
Okay. That is Simon. Balder, you are up.
Do this. The hammer erupts into just thunderous.
Still up.
Just starts making thunderous noises. Booming blade. 17? Most afraid to say it. 17 to hit?
17 hits with his slow. Yes, it does.
Oh yeah, I forgot it's -2. And that is 8 plus 5 plus 8. Oh crap, max damage.
What's the total?
16, 21.
21. Oh, he's not a happy camper, but he's still up.
And I'll attack him again.
Yes, indeed.
Ooh, 26 to hit.
26 hits.
9 damage.
9 more points. Ugh. Now he's definitely not. He's hurting. Anything else, sir?
That's it.
In his slow-mo, a 17, 26.
It'll hit.
20, okie doke. A miserable damage. 9 points of damage. While you're doing that,
a hit?
several individuals come into the room, or rather, they knock at the door. You can't understand them, but he goes to the door and he opens it and he lets them in.
Uh-oh.
And he goes, and they're looking at him, and they're saying, mumbling something in German, as they're talking to him, and he's replying back to them. Roll a No, not yet. Okay. Huh?
No, nothing for you.
Not yet. You're too engaged, and you're in a room kind of shielded from everything. So, okay, so that was he did swing right, and he missed miserably, correct? And that is Simon. You are up.
Okay. 18.
18 hits with his slow. Yes.
And 7 points of fire damage.
He is still up.
Not for long.
Resilient.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Balder, you are up.
Here we go. 21.
21 hits.
That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
And he collapses. Huzzah! I guess. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. You are watching the Carpathian adventure on the Seven-Sided Die, and we'll be right back.
This is the dumpster fight.
I'll take all their eyeballs.
You are watching the Carpathian adventure on Seven-Sided Die. Thank you for joining us. We rejoined the party in progress in the Jacob Winterstein the Younger's house, and one party member has phrased a dumpster fire. Those are not my
Can we
words.
cast disguise self?
It's not me.
It's not me.
I didn't do it.
Okay.
I turn myself into the cook.
Balder, roll a perception check. Roll a perception check for Georgie.
Okay.
With advantage for Georgie, and a perception with disadvantage for yourself.
Okay. So Georgie got a 13, I got a 9.
Okay. Georgie reaches up, grabs your pant leg, and he's pulling on it, and he's like pointing to like somebody's, almost like he's saying somebody's coming from behind us, to the extent that a monkey could say that. Or he's not a monkey.
Wait, from back here?
Scheiße.
Yes.
I just picture the monkey from Aladdin.
He's a, he's not a monkey, he's a, what's a,
Coupe.
what is it?
Capuchin.
Capuchin. Which is a monkey.
From like French.
Huh?
The Friend's monkey.
Okay.
Is that what it is? Yeah. Okay.
He's a capuchin.
Right.
Okay, and that's
your turn.
this
Do
is
what you gotta
happening
do.
very quickly. The two of the guards in here stay here. They seem to be like guarding the door. One of them appears to be a leader. Seems to head out and kind of disappear into the house.
I asked, did Jacob make it? The owner? Is he okay?
You asked the guards?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, good. I explained to him I saw three.
Well, I mean, to the extent they understand you.
Right.
I mean, they're trying to understand you.
I'm trying to keep them engaged. Like, I saw these guys outside. So.
They seem to be like guarding the room, if you will. What are you guys doing down below? There's two people cowering in the corner.
I want to reinvestigate those floorboards. You said there was sand underneath. I'd like to run.
And dirt. But yeah.
Dirt,
Okay,
yeah.
so you go over, you come up, and you reach up, and you can very easily, you tap on these tile, these large slate blocks, and you lift one up, and there's like dirt underneath it.
Does it look compacted, or does it look like it's...
You reach down and you dig your fingers into it, kind of like feeling around to see if it's compacted. It feels like you find like a couple worms and so forth, and you like brush it off your hand, and you reach over and you grab another one. It kind of takes a moment to dig your fingernails up underneath it, and you kind of like have to pry it up. And you pry it up, and you look down underneath, and you see dirt.
Just more dirt. Run my hands through it, make sure it's actually dirt.
Take your fingers and you're dragging your fingers through the dirt, and your fingernails are becoming black.
Anything underneath? There's gotta be something here! There's gotta be something here!
You dig deeper.
Listen, you can't hear anything.
And you dig deeper, and your fingers find.
You get this.
They
I
find
didn't do this.
You dig deeper, and your fingers find rocks. And you're like scraping against the rocks.
Let's just go upstairs
and you're
and
like
apologize.
pulling against the rocks, and one of your fingernails splits right down the middle. One of those really brutally painful ones where you just want to chew it off with your teeth. But no, you're just like digging through the rocks anyway. You're like, heck with it.
Simon, there's nothing here.
They're here.
Simon, we have to go. There's nothing down
Oh
here.
my god, the fire got bigger.
We have to go now.
So you're digging. So what are you doing?
I'll let Balder pull me off.
I don't think I have much choice in preventing him from pulling me.
You're going whether you like it or not.
I will use the disengage action. Hopefully there's not too many people in that hallway and we're leaving.
Okay, so you turn and you start going down the hallway?
Yeah.
And Nick, you don't see anyone in the hallway right now. And you turn left?
Yeah, to leave.
And you go down toward the end and you turn left and you don't see anybody in the hallway. And you get to the entranceway. Roll a perception check with advantage.
13, 16.
16?
Yes.
Literally, just as you're coming around that
jail, aren't I?
Maybe. If there is a jail
Okay,
in
jail.
in Salzburg.
These guys are coming around the corner down this way, and there seems to be like somebody in charge of them, and they're looking right and left as if they don't have like specific instructions, as if they're looking each way, and you guys are right about here at this moment, and Georgie's probably with you. What are you doing?
I grab Balder's shoulder and stop! I cast invisibility on both of us.
Ooh.
Good small.
I like wizards.
Ooh, okay. So what?
I don't know about the monkey. Georgie, hide!
He's a monkey.
Or have Georgie, like, run out.
Georgie's getting the eyeballs. He'll meet us later.
I don't know about that.
Have Georgie run out.
You know what? I
Yeah.
don't think Georgie will be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just stay at the door, I guess? Or should we retreat back in?
I think we should leave.
Okay, let's try to weasel our way out,
Okay.
since we're invisible.
Roll a stealth check with advantage. Both of you. There's no other way to do it, and I'm just going to roll with massive
Okay,
disadvantage.
15.
Okay, so you see them, and you're kind of like moving past them in this chaotic, semi-dark hallway, alleyway, and they're kind of like moving toward. Two of them are moving toward the entrance, and you can not easily. You can quickly kind of like duck along the side if you decide to do so.
Yeah, that's what
And you do so. You kind of smash yourself up against the wall and smear your way along. And Georgie comes running out, and the one sick of whatever monkey is in German, monkey.
Also.
And they're like leaping back for a moment, kind of taken aback, and then I assume Georgie scurries off following you, albeit nobody sees you.
Yeah.
And then they seem to charge into the hallway.
Wow.
That was close.
I got you, buddy.
We need to find a brand new inn.
It's time to leave the city.
All right. Well, we need to go someplace.
what do we do about Morton?
And try to find Morton.
Yeah, what about Morton?
He didn't care about us. What do we do about him?
You don't know that. Oh, you know I could have been fighting people up the tops.
I know Morton.
So we
Okay.
killed a bunch of innocent guards.
burn through half my spell slots.
You know what? You know what though? I think we need to go with your plan B.
Plan B.
I think it's too late. We can't undo what we did. You need to cast fireball down the chimney.
Down the chimney.
Just end the house. Morton, if you're in there,
You need to leave now.
you gotta do that. Just blow the house right up.
It'll be rough.
Okay. Where do you guys go?
No idea.
Okay, so either way, you're out in the alleyway of...
Let's work our way to the front of the house, stay invisible, and maybe to an alleyway opposing the front of the house where we can watch to see if Morton...
Where you can cast a fireball through the window.
Through the window. I can see the window.
For the sake
Right
of
after Morton
argument,
gets out.
Yeah.
we're just going to pretend that this is the house right
Okay.
here.
Perfect.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
Because it's really not the same shape, but it's the only way logically to do this. If that makes any sense at all.
We didn't get to kill the owner of the mine. Morton, finish him off.
I don't even worry. I want to get the cards.
Oh, he's the one who left, right?
Yeah.
Who's that guy that's left behind?
The accountant?
Oh, okay, yeah. The one with the abacus?
Yep.
You're just hanging loose inside?
Yeah, Morton's just looking like, the hell's going on? Trying to, like, I don't know exactly what's going on. See if I can't bluff my way out of here, get a little more information.
I have a meeting I have to get to. I need to leave.
I wasn't even supposed to be here today.
You're supposed to be working today.
After a short little while, eventually, where is he? Oh, there he is. Unterstein eventually comes back up in. He's accompanied by what appears to be like a lead constabulary. They're both talking in German, and he motions towards you. You can use your comprehend languages if it's still in effect. You get little bits and pieces of like quickly processing in Google Translate. He's saying, one guy's saying, "Who is this guy?" and he's saying something to the effect he just showed up, asking questions about Nebenaventur. You hear the name Nebenaventur mentioned.
Oh, Nebenaventur, yes.
And he looks over to you and he says, the what appears to be a lead guard. He says, "Who are you?"
I'm Elric Fitzowen. I'm a private investigator. Lady Nebenaventur hired me to look into the disappearance of her father and her brother.
Roll a deception check.
That's not deceptive, that's the truth.
Are you Elric? No, you're not really Elric.
I'm not Elric Fitzowen, but he is a bard, he knows.
Okay. But you were just performing at a bar the other night as Morton Harcourt, and now, so it is a deception. No, that's why you're rolling a deception check.
I got an 18.
Okay. So he's like, just coincidental that you happen to be here at the same time. He's speaking to you in Adventurers Camp.
Oh, good, you guys
Comes back out of the shadows.
Well, as I was telling them before earlier, that I saw some strange people across the street kind of casing out this house. And it's not the first time I've seen people looking around. I've actually had some people follow me around as well.
Well, that is terrible. There's several people who died here today, fortunately, not all of them.
Well, I'm just glad that Jacob was safe.
Yes, he's safe.
His best friend, the wizard, is dead.
Where are you staying in town?
I am staying... Did I pick up any other inn names along the way as we meander around the
Roll
street?
an investigation check.
The paltry goat.
Don't be the one that we're going to stay in now.
12. You struggle to come up with a name, and nothing comes to the at the top of your head at the moment.
I just got into town.
Okay.
I'm at the best pub in town.
Yes, I tell her that I met Lady Nebenaventur. What town were we at with the castle with the dragons?
Slosh Riefenstein or
It was
Bruno.
at Schloss Rievenstein, where she hired me to look into the disappearance.
Very well. There's a couple of good inns I can recommend if you're looking for a
Please.
place.
I do plan on staying for at least a fortnight.
This Stiftskella,
Stiftskella?
which you recognize immediately, and try to hold a smirk.
Sounds good.
It's very good and very
I will
close
definitely
by.
check it out.
Um,
And your name is?
his name is. How do you say dumpster fire?
Hey Google.
He says.
That's pretty fun.
It works when you don't want it to.
He says, "My name is Mo Container Fuel."
I love it. Let me ask you.
Mo container fuel.
Have anybody reported the foreman and his son missing?
I did.
He's been missing for several weeks, so I'm kind of shocked that nobody's
in charge of the constabulary, and it's perhaps he is, and somebody else is working on it.
All right. There was an attack on Jacob's household. Has anybody checked on his brother, Rupert?
I wouldn't know that, but this just happened a few moments ago.
Okay.
I mean, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes have gone by.
Well, Morton just kind of like suggested maybe you guys, perhaps a detachment, just check on Rupert, make sure he's
Well,
okay.
thank you for that. I appreciate that. Elric Fitzowen.
Yes.
He seems to make a note. Elric Fitzowen. Elric, if we appreciate it. I hope is your Unterstein says to you, is there anything else I can help you with?
I do have one other question, if it's all right.
What might that be?
I understand that the father of the mine passed away. I'm assuming that Jacob has all the proper legal documents that it says that he inherited the mine?
You're talking to Jacob right now.
Yes. Oh, I was talking to Jacob now. I'm assuming you have all the proper documentation saying that you properly now own the mine.
There was a last will and testament that bequeathed it to myself.
Okay. But it was official.
Yes, it was very official. It had a seal on it.
I've seen these stuff happen before, that's why. You know.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Would it be alright with your permission?
What does that have to do with Alta's disappearance?
I'm just trying to figure out angles. I've investigated things like this before many times, and you'd be surprised how forgery often plays a part in murder.
Are you assuming that perhaps the will that bequeathed this to myself was forged?
I haven't seen the will, I can't say. I'd have to see the document. But as of right now, I think it'd be more important to talk to your brother, if that would be okay with your permission.
You don't need my permission to speak to my brother.
Okay. And will you be available for me to talk to you again?
Yes, as long as my house is not attacked when you conveniently
Well, let's hope not.
show
That
up
was
here.
rather unfortunate. And also a little scary. Well, if there's nothing else.
Move container fuel, says
Potato for you.
Elric. If we need you, we'll reach out to you.
Oh man.
Very good.
Wouldn't even
Okay,
take
sir.
any of the food from the pantry.
With that, Morton
That's a total
thanks
loss.
everybody for their time and walks out the front door. So you guys can see Morton just kind of whistling as he walks out the front door.
Martin, over here.
I'll
We're
drop
invisible.
drop invisibility on us and be like, hey!
Just shakes his head. But you know what? I know the guards are all watching him, so he's just kind of like, he gives you kind of that signal like I'm being watched and I'm going down the street.
Well, it's like circuitous
I
reach
picture-
back to the
I
to
picture
the
this
end.
guy like pushing a curtain out of the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
He's
like
like-
watching as you walk away.
Yeah, so we should all take different paths
Yes.
back to the.
I'll
Back
take an
to the
Uber.
end.
In fact, at some point, Morton's going to go down like a side street and throw an invisibility on himself. And
Luckily,
then,
the one who saw us is
so no one
alive.
will find him as he's walking away.
That's a bonus.
I guess we'll meet back
Except
at the
the
inn,
cook.
or you want to meet somewhere else?
We need a new inn.
Yes. Yes. I guess we'll meet outside the inn. And I say, how about we... Well, everybody who's seen you are dead, if you think about it. So nobody really knows who you guys are, except for the cook and the pantry lady.
You don't know that.
But
You don't know who's down there.
They were terrified. They weren't watching.
But I will inform you that yes, pretty much everyone who's seen us is dead.
Okay.
And the guards in the back door didn't see us.
Alright.
But the cook could probably pretty easily describe me.
I will say this. When I mentioned the, possible forgery of the will,
We need to fireball the house.
Jacob seemed very shocked. Like, really? I don't think that would be true. Like, he looked generally shocked. So, I don't really get it.
Well, who would have more to gain than him?
Do you think
Right.
this? Do you think our copy of the will is forged?
I can't tell. I'm not
I wouldn't
I'm not a
think so.
papers guy.
No, it has the magic seal on it.
Does.
Yeah, it does have the magic seal.
That was done by somebody with authority.
But does he actually have any paperwork?
He says he does.
Has
I told him
anyone
at some
seen it?
point I want to see it, but I didn't want to see it when there was 18 guards around the house.
All right, so you want to talk to the brother?
Yeah, I got permission to talk to the brother.
Before
if I go
work-
talk to the brother and you guys bust in and start killing people, it's gonna look bad.
First of all, Morton, that was your idea. You told us to go around back. What did you think? What did you think me and Simon were gonna do?
You're just gonna look around. I didn't know you were
Look
bust in
around?
hands. You killed his best friend.
Do we look sneaky? I thought the whole plan was to go into the house so we can get them from both sides and kill them all.
Oh, I was gonna distract him and talk to him to get information. You were supposed to just search down there for tied up people, not kill people.
Well, there was no tied up people.
I dug in the dirt.
I know your hands
look at
are
my
wrapped.
nail. This.
So yeah, they're not in there.
They might be deeper.
No,
Than I
I'm
could
pretty sure if he killed him, he's not gonna bury him in his basement.
To be fair, now that
If
I
he's gonna
think,
bury him anyway, he's gonna bury him in a salt mine.
to be fair, now that we think about it, he probably wouldn't be keeping prisoners in his own house. This was a terrible idea you had, Morton. See what happens when we listen to the bard?
My method only involved
Cue, like,
money
Curb
and no
Curb Your
killing.
Enthusiasm music. You're like, all right, well, wasn't the greatest plan, but hey, we all made it out alive, so
Let's just keep moving. Let's go talk to the brother before word gets out about us.
Yes.
Let's just do it now
I
before he even finds out what's going on.
I think that's probably a good idea.
We definitely can't wait a day because we need to go speak to him now.
Yeah.
So let's go to the brother's house.
Okay, you meander through the streets.
The last thing we need is the whole town knowing what I look like and who we're looking for.
Yeah.
Must have been another 7-foot tall guy wearing a wolf on his head.
Morton, is there a song you could feel to make me feel a little better? I was struck by some lightning in that basement. It was my good. I'm a little sore still.
Serves you right.
You see what you've done to our friend?
Yeah, I can help you guys. I will sing an aura of vitality for you. You each can heal up 10d6. It's only just the two of you.
Damn. So we each get 10d6?
Yep.
Wow.
Alright.
Something.
11.
Oh, it's nice when there's only two people to heal.
13, 14, 15, 16. 22. What's that? 5, 6, 7, 27. 2. I lost track of how many I rolled. I think that's 6. 6. 37. 38, 39. Ooh, 40, 45. 52. All right. Wow. That helps.
Ah, a lovely tune, Morton.
Yeah, he stopped singing it. He just kind of takes a lot out of him to cast that spell for a minute.
I appreciate it.
No problem. We all got to stick together. I think on this one,
Takes
in order
a
to
lot
keep
out.
my cover as an investigator, I should probably go in alone.
Okay.
That's maybe.
We'll go around back.
But I wish there was a way that if something goes foul, I can like inform you guys that things are going.
Can we
south.
actually, while he talks to the brother, can we just stop at some random place and buy some disguises, like a cloak?
Well, I mean, there's stalls.
Like as we're
everywhere.
walking by.
Sure. I mean,
I want to buy like
100%
cloak.
sure how effective they'll be. But
I want to
yeah,
buy like a
you
cloak
can
and a
have-
hat.
Sure. You.
Whatever the commoners are wearing, I kind of want to wear what they're wearing.
Roll investigation with advantage.
Not a bad idea.
With advantage. What is that? 22.
Okay, so you easily find a stall with somebody who has cloaks, and a little bit further down you find a myriad of different types of hats. And you can find a very gray, nondescript cloak.
Yeah, I just want to put on whatever I see most people wearing around
You
town.
look around and you
Like
see,
I know I'm a big dude, but I'm hoping at a glance, it's just guy in the crowd.
chalk off a gold for the a hat and a cloak. Very nondescript, very simple hat and a cloak.
Good. I just laugh. Oh, you blend in now for sure.
No one will ever recognize you.
No one will ever recognize the 7-foot-tall fighter with a monkey.
Yeah, seriously.
Georgie, time to die. Nah, that's all good. Okay, so you up ahead down one of the side streets. You see Rupert's townhouse.
Disfiguring scar on my face.
It seems. I mean, you've seen it before.
Yeah.
It's crowded. You eventually find yourself in
town if I have to.
front of a tall but narrow home. To the right of the door is a large leaded glass window. You remember that it had diamond panes, but some of them were broken out and replaced with shingles, roof shingles, wooden roof shingles. It was once the home of a comfortable gentry.
All right. Just a quick look. Anybody's, casing this place out?
Where are you in relation to the house?
Front of it.
Right in front of it?
We're holding back because you're going up alone, right?
I have to.
To keep the facade.
Yeah.
So we're like a block back. Yeah. Okay. Just for clarity.
We're like pulling an Assassin's Creed, just standing in a group of people like this.
Sitting on a bench between other people like this, blending.
Just like looking up at the sky. Oh, nice town you got here.
Yeah, the NPCs in Assassin's Creed.
You know where I can find some salt?
I've heard it's good.
As you're standing there, as you approach the door opens. There's a cluster of young men. They seem to be arguing about something somewhat in German. Ja, was willst du? Das ist Florista. And they're arguing with one another about something. There's two of them. Roll a perception check. 22. Two of them appear to be very similar looking. They, as if they're probably brothers. The other four look like just a bunch of schmoes that seem to hang out with them.
And these are people right in front of the building?
They're walking out as you're approaching the building. They're coming out the front door.
Okay.
And the last one pulls the door shut behind him, and the six of them just start wandering off down a street. And they're still arguing with each other.
I go, Rupert? And Cannon. Does anybody stop?
Nobody stops.
Okay. Just let him go then.
Okay.
Rupert. Keep a note of him. Anybody have like any distinguishing features or anything like that?
Roll a perception check with advantage. 19. Two of them look they're all kind of look like punks and thugs, like kids that probably should have stayed in school.
Right.
But
all right.
Maybe they shouldn't have either. Maybe they should have gone to prison.
Sort of more like gang members. Then.
Yeah, and two of them, the two what you suspect are brothers, look like thugs, just regular low life.
All right, I kind of like watch them go, make sure they.
Yeah, they continue down the street.
Should we follow them?
Sure.
Why not? Once they're out of sight, I'll go to the front door and I'll knock on the front door.
Okay, you knock on the front door. A little while passes, and then
Yeah, but you have to walk like this. And poke through everybody.
The door slowly opens. A rather heavy-set, portly man with a set of spectacles on a collar, wearing a green outfit, and he has a chain with some keys on it, and another chain with a key around his neck. And he appears to be carrying a small ledger that he's working in. He says in German, "Yes, was willst du?"
Adventurous cat?
Ein bisschen, a little.
Okay. So I explained to him, Elric Fitzowen, investigator,
An adventure.
investigating the disappearance of the mine foreman and his son. Do you have a few minutes for questions? Say Jacob?
Jacob.
No, I'm sorry, not Jacob. The
Altus?
Altus, yes.
Altus. Oh my god. Altus. Was machen die? Shame. Terrible shame. Yeah, come in. Come in.
All right.
Möchten Sie etwas trinken?
Sure.
Yeah.
Rupert, by the way?
Yeah, Rupert.
Rupert, very good.
Rupert.
Spell, okay?
Ich weiß es nicht.
When he goes to get the drink, I'll do the comprehend languages spelling, and it's the best I can do.
Okay, you do it as best you can. So it'd be kind of like a Google Translate. You kind of have to. Do you speak any foreign languages in real life?
No.
Okay, so but it's like if you were just learning where you have to like translate it into from the language into English and then process it in your brain and then come up with a response in English, translate it into something else, and then so it's like this. It's this filter in your head.
Right. It takes a while to go through.
So if that makes sense. So and it's never going to be exact. It's just kind of a mishmash. And so to the extent that you can, he comes back out with what appears to be something that looks like a tea, and he pours some for you. And he allows you to come into a room. You walk into the room. It's shabby, would be your best description, as if
compared to the other
somebody had seen, the place had seen better days.
Okay.
And he's like, what can I help you with?
Lady Nebuchadnezzar hired me to investigate her father and her brother's disappearance. The father, of course, you know, was the foreman of your father. Well, now your brother Jacob salt mine. So I'm just kind of following up on that.
Altus Aventur, he's a very good man.
Yes, he is. And we believe that he's been kidnapped, but...
that is a shame.
Yes.
Why?
I'm not sure yet. Well, that's what I'm here to find out. Would you have any idea? Do you have any idea if he had any enemies, or why someone would want him removed?
Altus was a very good man. My brother Jacob, he may have been too nice of a man sometimes. My brother Jacob, who runs the mine, perhaps he wanted somebody with a little more drive.
Sure, but wouldn't you just fire the man?
Oh, I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just saying I think he's a very good man. Or was, or is.
You were the older son, correct?
Actually, myself and I would be the younger son.
You were the younger son?
Yes. Jacob, the younger, is the older son.
Is the older one.
Yes.
He gives you a stipend?
And we're negotiating that. Not right now. Perhaps. I think it's... I understand my father's intent, but
The deed to the mine and the will. You don't suspect any kind of forgery or any kind of, deception when it comes to.
the will that's bequeathed the mine to my brother?
Correct.
No, I have no reason to suspect. There's always been rumors that there was another will out there.
Rumors.
Yes, but no one has been able to prove it.
It's unusual.
Blow
Why
your
would
mind.
someone have a rumor for that? Like, who started that?
It just came down through the family that indirectly that there might have been another will. That's all.
Why would, hypothetically,
Sure.
why would your father have another will that maybe give the mine to you instead of your brother?
Well, my brother is perhaps not in some people's estimation, he's not the nicest person.
Okay. I will say I have
I got that
seen
feeling.
the mine, and I will say the conditions are deplorable, to say the least.
I'm not in a position to really comment.
If there was another will, would you gladly take the mine? Or would you just let your brother have it?
You're assuming that there's another will that
Hypothetically.
bequeaths it to myself. I mean, look around you. I wouldn't object.
How do you think your brother would take some news like that?
I mean, how would you take it?
True.
This seems to be going in a different direction than looking just for altars.
Well, I'm looking for motive. People just don't, in my opinion, people just don't up and disappear. There's always a reason. And that's, I could find no jealous lovers. I can't find any other reason why he would be knocked out. Actually, from what I understand, he was a very good foreman, so I can't see why the workers would get rid of him. So that leads me to wonder about this rumor, and if maybe it's true, and maybe Altus maybe knew something more about this.
Altus, my father trusted Altus quite closely. They had worked together for many years. I know that Altus was looking to retire. He was a good man. He was well skilled at his job. He knew how to manage people. When to cut them slack and when to put pressure as need be.
A good foreman.
Yes, he was a very good foreman.
Not one that's going to overproduce and produce a lot of money either.
The mine is going to make money no matter what.
May not be as quick for some, like your brother.
Perhaps.
How would you run the mine?
Now I think we're getting very far off track.
We are.
Oh,
Excuse me.
We're making a lot of assumptions there.
If I may be so bold, I feel your brother is hiding something. I talked to him today, and he seems very obtuse. Very.
I talked to him today and killed all his servants.
I can tell when someone's lying to me or hiding
really?
something. I've been doing this a long time. Does your brother have any other property in the town or outside of the town?
I wouldn't be surprised if he does.
But you don't know anything.
I mean, I don't know his properties off the top of my head. I know he has a couple townhouses. I mean, well, I have a couple townhouses as well as rental properties. It helps sustain us a little bit.
Let's say the rumor is true, and he found out there was another will, and he doesn't want you to have the mine, and he kidnapped Altus. Do you have any idea where he might store this man?
It's a huge leap.
It is, but I have to make a huge leap.
you're giving me a lot of credit for having a mind that could come up with such types of activities.
Well, I figure you know your brother better than anybody.
I don't really know him that well. Do you have brothers?
I have one brother, yes.
And how well do you know?
I know him fairly well, but it has been many years since I've seen him.
It's been a long time, many months, perhaps, since I've spoken with my brother. So, where would I hide someone if I were my brother? I mean, I don't know. I mean, you can check warehouses, townhouses. I mean, there's literally, the city's fairly large.
Did your father have any other properties? Possibly. Maybe in the surrounding area, the countryside?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, the main property was the will and the house that Jacob is living in.
You Jacob's living in your father's house now. Your brother doesn't have any dealings with anybody shady, or you hear any other rumors to that effect?
Shady?
Yes.
No, Rick, I'm not aware of any. I'm just a simple businessman. I have a couple of townhouses. Thought perhaps I might inherit part of the mine. My father chose to give it to my older brother.
So you make your money off of rental?
Yeah, a few rentals. My sons, they seem to bring in some cash every now and then. I'm not exactly sure what their enterprises are. I wish they would take more, tried to get one of them to join the clergy. He had no interest in that whatsoever. But I thought it would be a path that would give him some direction and perhaps a modicum of wealth and perhaps a wife and who knows what else. And the other one, well, perhaps he might have followed me in my footsteps and become a good accountant and a good manager of perhaps the businesses, so to speak, and maybe perhaps help us expand our business, buy more townhouses and improve our rental properties. Right. But no, they seem to have their own endeavors.
Is that your sons leaving the house earlier?
They left a short while ago.
Okay.
They had some friends over there.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I see what you mean. It looks like they could have used a good time in the clergy.
Yes, I think it would have benefited him.
All right. You can't think of anything else?
With regards to altars, I hope you find him.
All right. Well, any other questions? Would you mind if I look you up again?
No, I don't mind at all. This is pleasant enough.
I should warn you. Your brother was attacked tonight in the basement. Apparently some men were scoping out his house and they tried to break in. So I would just...
Why?
I'm not sure.
Was anyone hurt?
A couple guards were killed, and I believe one of his friends were killed too. So whatever's going on is serious.
That's it's not just a disappearance of altars.
Yes.
That's terrible.
It's very terrible. But I just want you to be on the lookout. I hate to see something happen to you.
We're terrible people.
What
have we done?
Do you think I'm in danger of being...
I don't know.
Harmed?
Meanwhile, we're at the
I
back
don't
door.
know. I will say this much. Should this rumor be true,
Which rumor?
that there is another will, I would say, since you have the most to gain, you are also the most in danger. So I would definitely lock your doors and just be a little extra cautious. I have seen people scoping out this house. I've seen people scoping your brother's house. So something's going on. It is getting late. That is the more night bell. And I'm exhausted. So.
Please come by again. Let me know if you hear anything.
I will. I will continue on. Do Do you think it would be possible? You think I would be accepted if I decided to take a stop by the salt mine and ask around?
You're asking me?
Just asking.
I don't know the salt mines. Not up
You
to
know any
me.
miners I might be able to talk to on the side who might be more sympathetic towards
I mean,
the missing foreman?
This may sound inappropriate, and I'm not sure that's the word. I don't mean to elevate myself above the common working man. So, from that perspective, the fact that I don't know anyone's name is probably a shame on my part. But I've been also away from any dealings with the mines for probably at least 3 months. So
Okay.
I feel bad for not being able to give you a name, but no, I don't.
All right. Well, food for thought.
Please don't hold that against me.
Not at all. Not at all. I appreciate let me speak to you.
Oh, yes, very well.
Thank you.
And he escorts you toward the door,
Okay.
unless you have anything else.
No, that'd be it.
And he's feet his aid.
That'd be in a second.
What are you guys doing?
I guess we're in the powwow.
I guess so.
Go back to the other guy, brother. We tell him the whole story, and we tell him we know.
I tell you, I'm stumped. I haven't really.
Tell us where he is, or we tell the whole town you don't own the salt mine.
Yeah, this guy's. I don't think he knows anything. I really don't know. It's very perplexing. Unless there's a third party involved.
Well, we haven't really figured out who's watching the houses.
No, we haven't. That may be a good key.
All we know is they're both being watched, and we don't know who is doing it.
Both being watched.
We know Rupert's house was being watched.
Yeah, he saw people.
I don't know if I saw people at Rupert. Well, yeah, we did see someone at Rupert, didn't we?
They were watching us.
They were watching us. And then there were the people across the street at Jacob's house. Oddly enough, when the fight broke out, they didn't come anywhere near that house. Like to render aid. So if they were working for him,
Yeah.
they probably would have ran in. So now we have to put out a web and snare us some flies.
So let's start spreading some rumors that the will's been found.
Ooh, I like that. Good.
That's not a bad plan. Yeah.
My raven can send a letter to the brother to meet us somewhere.
Nice, I like that. So which brother do we put the squeeze on? Do we squeeze Jacob or do we squeeze Rupert?
Rupert has nothing to lose.
And everything to gain.
Yeah.
His son's also a delinquent. Can't rule out the fact that maybe he decided to kidnap this guy.
And the son may be working in conjunction with the uncle.
Could be.
Completely plausible.
See, this is why I keep telling Mattias, don't talk to the ladies in distress.
Don't
because
talk
it
to him.
always turns into a quicksand. And it's, darn it, Mattias!
Which is why I said we should just try to get a quick payday and be rid of this trouble. Give Jacob the Younger the will. Let us.
Jacob the will.
Yes, let us take a fee and leave. This is nonsense. We've already risked our lives once.
We did. And what do you think?
I
Now,
mean,
bear in mind that if Jacob keeps the mine, those workers are overworked and in deplorable condition.
they can quit. They can go do something else.
I don't know how easy
They are workers. That is their lot. That is their job. They are not noblemen. If they were noblemen, they wouldn't be in the mine.
True. And what about Lady Neb's father and brother?
We have tried. Their fate has already been sealed.
So you think we should just sell the will, make a profit, and move on with it?
That is my opinion.
Well, we can always bait him and see if he even responds.
Your raven there, does it, maybe we don't need a raven. Maybe we can do a sending instead. And see what he knows. me think about this, and I need a drink. Let's find a tavern that's not where we used to stay, and
All right.
on the far side of town, and let's think about this.
Okay.
Okay, you meander through the streets of Salzburg. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Never goes where you think it's going, but good stuff. You
doesn't want to let go of the bone just yet.
Good stuff. You meander through the
Morton
streets,
is like
the
Sherlock.
walled city. You see the huge hill of Salzburg in the.
I'm kind of leaning on Simon's fence. It's like, what do we even change if we do that?
I know, but we're the champions of the sun.
Not Salzburg. The champions of the Salzburg mine? Sounds too local.
Well, like Borinth says, it's the path, and it's the little things that we do that elevates us. Damn barbarians rubbing off on me.
Maybe we could work out some kind of residual payment plan where we get a portion of the profits of the mine every month.
And we keep the will.
And we keep the will as leverage.
Ooh. Blackmail.
Yes. And then we leave this town
And we could
collecting our
and
payments.
we could leverage that they will have to either replace the foreman or, make the working conditions in there a little bit better.
You want to talk to this guy?
Let me think about it. Let's have a drink first.
Drink. Barkeep.
You meander through the streets. You come across a tavern that is not Stipskila. This one says Weiterbar.
Weiterbar.
Sounds good. Let's go in
Bar of life?
Second chance.
Second chance. I like it.
Close. I like that. Second chance.
Second chance. Okay.
My poster's already up on the wall.
Like it doesn't look anything like me with my
just rip it
hat.
down and you're anonymous again, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, there you go. You look at it with your hat, you're like, nope, doesn't look like me.
Not me.
Just a picture of a crazed guy with a giant bloody hammer and a monkey coming off his shoulder.
But yeah, like the drawing actually looks nothing like me.
Yeah.
It's just this insane madman.
There's a scrawny guy behind him.
Okay.
I swear he was 15 feet tall.
You go into the tavern. It's somewhat. Hand me a card from the middle, please.
Chronicle.
Thank you very much. And just shuffle all of those again, if somebody would. Oh, this one I had last time. Somebody.
Let's
give me a different one.
do. Tell me when to stop.
Somebody give me a different one.
I got you.
Oh, nice.
I don't know how I ended up with the same one twice in a row.
At least the lady isn't laughing every 5 seconds. I'm playing as good as I can. Tear running down his cheek.
Okay, you go into the bar and you're looking around and it's somewhat seedy, but yeah, you have a sense that you could probably hide fairly easily in here, given how seedy it is. Here is what the barkeep looks like. It is splendid. Guten Abend. It's getting
Tuberculosis here. Huh? Probably get tuberculosis here.
Guten Abend. Wie geht's? Have a seat.
I want to make sure that we sit so I can purposely see the front door.
You eventually find a corner where you can kind of look off toward the front door fairly easily. It doesn't look overly crowded at all. And he comes over and he's cleaning out a couple mugs and are you drinking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Beer, ignore him.
Ale.
Yeah. It's my three bread.
I try.
And he steps away and leaves you to your machinations. And what are you guys doing?
We're gonna slowly drink, but I'm keeping an eye on the door because if we were followed, they're seedy enough. They might actually try to come in here and start something.
Perhaps.
That's what I'm kind of hoping, but we never know. If not, we could use a little downtime anyway. And really plan this thing out.
Yeah. So what is the plan?
Well, you want to put the squeeze on Jacob.
Personally, I like money. And I also care nothing about Salzburg.
Fair enough. I like money, but, you know.
You also like to see people treated fairly.
I want to see people treated
I understand
fairly.
that.
So if we can come to some arrangement where we can get both of that through blackmail, I guess is what we're trying to do.
Now, are they just overworked or are they also not paid?
We can find that out. I'm assuming that they have to just be overworked. I don't think the local magistrate would let them get away with just
You better be
slavery.
paying overtime.
I don't know if that concept's been invented yet.
Well, now we know our mission. To form a union.
There you go.
The first union is based on fraud and blackmail.
Well, that's how they
Which
all
sounds,
start.
which
Come
sounds
on,
just
it's like all
about right.
unions. Just about right.
So you will. Here's the rules of how you will treat your employees. These are the hours they're allowed to work, and we
this
won't
is the
ever
money
tell
that
anyone
they
you
give
don't
us.
own the mine.
This is how
The
much.
Union of Salzburg.
And how much money are we looking for?
I don't know what kind of profit scale does a salt mine have. I don't think they're making it hand over fist.
Tell you how that works.
I mean, we could look for like
I mean, yeah.
a lump
And
sum
how
payment.
are we getting
or-
this money?
Well, we either get a lump sum or
Like a yearly payment?
yeah, or a lump sum.
And how do we
Be done
collect
with
it? And how do we collect every year?
Well, that may be a little tricky.
Yeah.
So a lump sum may be.
Bank account.
There are banks, right? Yeah.
Let's say in Italy. Do they have banks here?
Yeah, I mean they're not as.
I mean, I guess that's a
they're
good
not
point.
as
How
interconnected.
how does an average, not an adventurer, how does an average person handle that in this day and age?
There are banks, and there are places. They have lock boxes, and there are money lenders, and there are banks. They're not interconnected like we think of banks today, where it's all just magic.
Right, exactly.
So do you think you want to just do a one lump buyout,
Probably for the best.
or do you want a controlling stake in the mine?
Better. Now, I also want to just bring this up because I have to.
It is one of the
but
most valuable resources.
Do we
man
really want
has.
the stain of blackmail on the Champions of the Sun's name?
There's plenty of stains.
Okay, I mean,
Add it to the quibble.
Okay. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, with regicide up here and blackmail down here, I guess it kind of all washes out.
Well, I mean, like I said, I like your idea. If we can convince them to treat them better, I don't really care who runs the mine.
Right.
I mean,
And how are we going to check that they're treating them better? I guess we'll have to take them on their word.
threaten them.
Have Altiers, if he's still alive, reinstated as foreman.
And that's the thing.
Then it really would be a union.
Yeah.
You need to rehire this man. He will be your union rep.
Do you think we should check that mine out one more time?
What are you hoping to find?
Maybe the kidnapped foreman stalled away somewhere down there?
I mean, it's a good place to hide people,
Yeah, or bodies.
but it's huge. Where would we even begin to
I
look?
don't know.
He could
There's no
as
easy-
easily
just-
be in this house over here.
There's no easy. Well, no. You wait a week. You can use your magical eye to go through that mine.
We could.
And no one would be the wiser.
This is true.
But yet it's another week that the poor father and son are.
I mean, I could fly the Raven through to quickly search all the tunnels.
I think that's a good idea. I think we need to scout the mine.
You want to scout the mine?
I just feel like we're missing something.
Well, to be honest, we didn't go in the mine.
No,
so,
we just
I
kind of
mean,
went, got what we got, and got out of there.
Yep.
all right. I'll indulge you this one last thing. Let's search the mine. Because, I mean, where else would you hide somebody?
Right.
Whether you killed them or not, where would
I
you
mean, I
hide the
tried
body?
asking around to see if they had any and the guy's like, he doesn't know anything.
You can easily make it disappear in there.
Yeah.
All right. So one more week here. Let's search this mine.
All right. If we don't find nothing, then we'll
We'll pay them.
wash our
We'll
hands
hopefully
of
get
this
paid
now.
off.
At least we can say we did. At least I can say we tried.
All right. So
How's
that's-
that sound?
I like that plan. Let's actually search the mine.
Yeah.
See if we can come up with anything. Do you want to go when it's operating, or do you want to go at night?
I think we'd be better at night.
All right. So
Absolutely.
are we heading there now?
I guess
Are you guys up for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm up for it.
All right. Yeah, I say we
I won't admit I said this, but I can always run.
Does his leg still hurt, or is he? Well, I guess he's healed now, right?
Yeah, you healed them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you took a healing potion, correct? Yeah, you'd be healed. Yeah.
Oh, like
All right. Well, I say we finish whatever this is, and let's go check out the mine.
I'll just like hold my nose as I finish the whole thing.
You drink. It's not terrible. I mean, it's not. It's definitely not
Not what we liked before.
anything
With
refined.
magical drinks that put.
It's like
hair
peanut
on your
butter
face.
whiskey.
Yeah.
It's like peanut butter whiskey. Don't like the peanut whiskey. It was good.
You guys head back out into the streets. It's
Yeah.
dark. There's a little bit of activity at this point, but it's pretty quiet at this point. Eventually, you get to the city gates. They're closed, but a guard looks at you and seems to motion you're heading out.
Yeah, we need to head out.
And he doesn't quite understand you, but he opens a door within the larger ramparts and allows you to leave. You head out into the city and eventually you're out in the countryside. It takes about an hour to eventually get to where the mine was itself.
Do you want to do the Raven, or you want to do the invisibility route?
For
Scouting the mine.
well, if I do the Raven, we still got to go down.
Right.
We have to take the shaft down before I can even see through the Raven. So we got to actually go in.
Do they have anybody guarding the mine?
You approach the mine, and eventually you see several. It takes you about an hour to get there. Eventually, you see several several individuals sitting outside of the mine itself. Give me a moment.
We're here to do safety inspections.
We still have the medallion, too, from Alter's medallion. That will hopefully get us in.
A well-trodden path leads you to the large clearing. There's a few outbuildings you suspect to store some equipment on either side of a deep hole in the ground, and a slightly smaller hole to the right. The hole that appears to be the main entrance is at least 20 feet across. The other is just slightly smaller, but does not look like it's used as frequently. There's a small, very, very small cluster of men sitting there at a table. A heavy-set gentleman with a thick stubble gets up from the stool and walks towards you. Hello, wie geht's? You recognize him. Even in the dark light, you had seen him once before. Eins ganz lieber.
Adventurous cat?
Ein bisschen.
All right.
I know German.
Translator?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So, in,
Ah.
what can I do for you?
We would like to look some more in the mine.
Okay. It's still, I mean, it's once 24 hours a day, so be careful. Do you need somebody to accompany you?
Not this time. No.
Don't get lost. The bridge in the center it is broken. Don't try to cross it. It will you fall into a very deep pit.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You will not be found again. I promise you.
Oh, that would be horrible.
Very well.
Hey, ask me what these other two little holes are over here. Where do they go?
What are the entrances to the side?
Just another entrances.
Unused?
Just not used as frequently, that's all.
Do they connect to the major part of the mine?
Do they connect?
Yeah. Eventually, yeah.
All right. Let's go in.
So you go into the mine itself, the large mine entrance. I'm not going to pull it out right now. It descends Proceeding through the entrance, you notice that there are mining tracks to support carts. They descend, rising to the surface. The floor rapidly descends to a floor about 20 feet below. The pit seems to be natural and is lined with rocks and some remnants of salt. Following the tracks, the tunnel descends further and leads deeper into the mine. You see some workers on either side. At this point, most of them are bringing the salt out. This area appears to have been thoroughly mined, so the mining itself is going on deeper in the mine. There's a main vein that continues straight ahead, and you follow that.
That's the workers of the foreman's on duty.
Is the foreman here?
Yeah, so is the foreman. He's back at the workstation.
That would be the office that we visited the other day. Abentor's office.
Yeah, Abbott's chief new Paul is there.
And then I think he's in the same office that we found it.
You want to explore first and then talk to him?
Sure.
Let's do that.
Sure.
So you continue down into the mine itself. Oops. You continue down into the mine itself, and
Actually, ask one of the workers what shafts are no longer used.
okay. Okay. So you pass a couple of workers.
Yeah, as we're walking, I'll stop and say, "Is there any parts of the mine that are no longer in use?"
Yeah. Over near the bridge.
Past the bridge.
Where the bridge collapsed, and there's a shaft that just descends into darkness.
So anything past the bridge has not been touched in
We can't
quite some
until they
time.
decide to build the bridge. There wasn't a lot of salt over there, so
There's no other way to the other side besides the bridge that was there.
not right there. No.
Not right there.
No, but somewhere else.
I mean, eventually, I think their plan is to circle back around.
But nothing yet.
Yeah.
Let's start digging. Well, I might as well send the Raven across the bridge.
When we get there.
Yeah. We'll head that way.
Yeah, we'll head down towards the broken bridge, I suppose.
Okay, following the tracks, the mine descends further and leads deeper into the mine. The main vein you're in, it's difficult to see anything at first. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you see that it's a man-made passageway. It's cold and unusually dry compared to other caverns you've been in. Eventually, you come to, as you glance at the walls and ceiling, you see a path going off to the left, or to the right rather. It doesn't seem as well used, and one going off to the left, which appears as though where most of the activity is.
Well, let's go to the right.
That's a good idea.
As you glance at the walls and ceiling, you see huge cracks have formed in the stone. The wall is littered with small stones and gravel. Dust and a trickle of gravel seems to fall from the cracks in the ceiling as you move through it. You get a sense that there's always a possibility of a cave-in. Nothing unusual, but there's always a possibility, especially in the cases of loud noises. Falling rock is a genuine danger. You continue to meander through it. The smell of dust in the air has changed. Where it used to smell of old-age stone, you now smell salt. On a metal arm, an oil lamp with a crude reflector hangs. Nope, sorry, wrong place. My bad. Eventually, you in the darkness. What are you guys using for a light source?
I'll pick up some stones.
Light pebbles.
Lux.
Okay. You have the glowing stones that you're moving forward with, and they guess what? 30
feet bright and 30
He's
feet.
going on me.
30 feet bright, 30 feet dim. Okay, and you're moving through. Eventually, you see up ahead this huge cavern, and there's like a wooden bridge, and the wooden bridge itself seems to have about 5 feet past the edge of it, seems to have completely collapsed into the darkness below. looking up at the ceiling. You can just barely make out bits and pieces, but clearly rock has fallen from above and just crushed whatever it is, whatever was left of the bridge. Doesn't look like there's any kind of machinations that made it happen, but it appears as your quick guess without a perception check. Somebody made the decision, hey, this is probably not the way to go right now. In front of you, extending off toward either side into the darkness, well beyond 30 feet, the cavern extends right and left, and then you can lean over the edge and you can see it just disappears into darkness below, way beyond your 30 foot. Yeah. Even if you were to take your stone, you take one of your stones and you just toss it, and it tumbles down into the darkness, and then it just kind of, you can see it getting smaller and smaller, and it eventually comes to a stop, but it almost is as if it like wedged in between something else, and it's just nothing but a glowing spot down in the darkness below. Looking across to the other side with 30 feet bright, 30 feet dim, you can tell that the other side of the bridge is somewhat farther away.
You want to try sending your Raven? You want to try to send the Raven down first just to scout it out, make sure his body isn't down there?
Yeah. Depends how far down it is.
Try.
I'll send the Raven out. I'll see through his eyes as my eyes roll back in my head.
Okay. Does the Raven have dark vision?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm sorry?
No.
The Raven.
I don't think so.
I'm sorry?
I don't think it does.
Okay, the Raven takes off in the darkness. It's really, really difficult to
Tie
see
something
anything.
to it with light.
I'm sorry?
It'll pick up one of the light stones.
You cast light. So that's a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
You cast light on his claws. And off he goes into the darkness. He's flying along and eventually comes to the far side of it, and you see the remnants of it, the rest of the bridge. Well, you get to about 100 feet of your distance, and then off in the distance, somehow magically you see the rest of the bridge. And you get a sense that
Is that far? Holy cow.
That it's more than 100 feet.
Holy
across.
cow.
So, but you can see the other side, and you can see there were a couple other tunnels that are being carved in. Glancing around, though, while your eyes are rolled back in your head, you don't see a lot of salt. And you get the impression that, like, you're not a salt miner, but you get the impression this probably wasn't a very productive vein to begin with, and given the logistics of it, it became questionable the value in continuing in that direction.
How far down can your Raven go?
100.
We're going down to see if we can see anything down there.
Alright, we'll fly down into the cavern as far as I can go.
Dives down about 100 feet. It's pretty darn deep. You suspect it's at least another 100 feet further than he can dip down. He's swinging around. He catches glimpses of piled rocks, maybe a few stalagmites, a few stalagmites sticking up. But for the most part, it's very, very difficult to see down that
Nothing
far.
I can tell.
No bodies, no nothing. It's just a dead vein over here. And there was nothing. There's like past the bridge, and it was just kind of like nothing. Or just
You saw a plateau to the extent that you could see it, like a plateau, and perhaps some other veins going off in other directions.
Well, they were gonna
Veins meaning like tunnels that people initiated looking for salt, looking for some.
They're gonna stash him. They wouldn't do it over here. They'd have to find some way. They would have to have some way to get over there.
Unless they're the ones who destroyed the bridge.
Right. Just kill him and leave his body away.
And then no one will ever find it.
Right. It's over 100 feet?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How high is the ceiling above us?
95 feet. You fly up, you can see the ceiling, you can see cracks in it, and dust flying down.
I mean, I could cast spider climb and make my way over to the other side and try to investigate the other tunnels to see if they've been used recently.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only thing I could think of.
But
I feel like if we don't kind of look over there, I mean, it doesn't seem like we're going to find anything. I think we're going to find anything, but I'd feel better if we looked.
Okay.
Did you cast it on more than one person or just yourself?
Just one willing creature. I can cast it on two of us. Or two of you.
You go. You want to guard this side or you want to come with?
I guess I'll come because the raven might come in handy down there.
Yeah, alright, so you stay here.
Okay.
And we'll climb over.
Alright.
Morton seems very eager to try this spell, by the way. He loves magic, so this is like cool to him.
I cast Spider Climb twice.
Okay, you cast Spider Climb on yourselves, and how long does it last?
Oh, 1 hour.
1 hour. Okay, you're good. See, it's not an even distance across because you're like weaving in and out of crags and rocks as you're climbing. Somehow
I'm just kind of in shock as I'm like climbing this stuff.
You're managing. You see these two light sources like moving along. And they meander across, and say it takes you 10 minutes to get across to the other side ish. Thereabouts. You get across to the other side, and you eventually come down, and you're on like a plateau, and you can see literally 6 veins going off in different directions.
Want to send the raven down one at a time?
Yeah.
This wasn't used to one. It shouldn't be too deep, but...
All right, so let's investigate one at a time. Let's see what the raven sees.
Okay. Everybody having a good time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait a second, wrong button, Tom. There we go. We're gonna pause there. I mean, I'd love to keep going, but yeah, we got real life, unfortunately. Things never go where you think they're gonna go. Challenging
How can that be possible?
I'm
we
so
went to every area of the
town.
town.
Was gonna go.
We went to every area of the town this time.
It was fun. I had fun. I didn't. I
had to have gone to one of the
wing
plans.
some things here on my part. A wing of battle that I didn't see coming. I hope I pulled
Sorry
it off.
about
Okay.
that.
Don't apologize. Please don't apologize.
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's player stories. DM show.
Killed a
it's
bunch of
player
guards
story.
and a wizard.
Jeff, what was your highlight, sir? If there was one.
Dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire?
Yeah.
Calling it a dumpster
But I
fire.
ain't calling it a dumpster fire. It just fell apart. That was never my idea from the get-go.
Really wasn't mine either.
That was Morton's fault. That was
Simon's
Morton's
intent was never
always the bar.
any violence. I didn't want any conflict. I just wanted to get paid and moved on.
He's like, why are
It
you
went
even
somewhere
in there?
totally different when I expected it to go when I suggested this course of action. But c'est la vie.
Okay. I thought it was fun. I had a good time. I thought it was fun. You're 7th level, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So the 1500 bonus, 750 for the night, 300 for the adventure log, and 150 for the hooks. I appreciate it. Really interesting stuff you wrote there. I appreciate it. If my math is correct, it should be 2,700 on for the night. 2,700. Ryan, if there was one, what was your highlight?
The highlight was killing the wizard and the guards.
Baldur, Wizard Slayer.
Yes. It was fun. It was fun to get to use a lot of the new spells I have.
Yeah, that was cool.
But I mean, Baldur's never been opposed to killing morally questionably people. So whether they did anything wrong or not, they're still bad.
Okay.
And he's okay with it.
I'm not judging you.
They're still evil, and he's okay with it.
You know as well as I. Don't use alignments because I think there's good people can be bad at times, and bad people have the capability of doing good things. 750 on experience points, sir. 750. Morton, Dennis, what was your highlight?
Oh, I just like pretending to be Elric Fitzo, an investigator extraordinaire, and just
Isn't that your mentor
It
from
is my
Days of
mentor,
Yore?
that's why he put it
I was like, I think that's your mentor from Days of
It
Yore.
is. He went with the first guy he thought of in his head.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun just trying to bluff his way through everything. I mean, wow, that thing went south so bad. It was not my intent.
I can't believe you did.
To quote Tom, I'm not really sure what you thought was going to happen when you told Baldur and Simon to sneak in the back.
Where is Louvier?
I don't know where you thought it would have went.
I was kind of hoping a French rogue would show up
I'm just happy you walked out.
I was looking. I'm
just
I
happy
didn't
you
see
walked
any
out.
notes from Wyland. I don't know. I hope he's okay. I thought, obviously I heard from Brian and I heard from Reiner. Reiner spoke separately to me, but Brian spoke in the chat. So I understand. I haven't heard from Wyland, and so I hope he's okay.
But it was fun. I mean, I had a great time. I just watched you guys knock heads around.
Yeah. It was really funny to just stand there and be like, "You're all done." Sooner or later.
It was nice throwing out
I will outlast
that slow spell and
that was wickedly good.
If it wasn't for that,
really benefit you. You would have fallen.
How close were you to going down?
I was at 22.
Wow.
So one more hit.
Yeah, that's
one more
slow.
hit. When I took the potion,
That helped a lot.
when I drank the potion, it was one more
They
hit
were
and I'd
doing
go down.
two attacks
Two attacks
around,
each round, yeah.
and
As soon as I saw they were attacking twice, I'm like,
Yeah,
I got it.
it was
There's
like-
no choice.
Well, because
Yeah, no choice.
I didn't drink the potion when I was at 40, and then when you got the max damage and crit, I went down to like 22, and I'm like, I gotta drink a potion now. One more hit and I'm done.
it worked out well. It was a good teamwork on that. I'm not saying
and they were strong.
it was good of you to attack. I'm saying it was good teamwork.
I had one.
None of that worked out, but there was a good
one-
synergy between the
In
two
their
of us
defense,
for
the
that.
wizard just came out and said, "I'm just going to kill you." Didn't even ask a question.
Yes, he was violent right from the
He was
beginning.
violent from the get-go.
I mean, yeah, we're in his house, but you could still be like, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
So we attacked him.
Okay. Okay.
Good fun.
20.
Self-defense.
You are 8th level,
In
correct?
someone
I am
else's
8th
house.
level.
Okay. Thank you for the adventure log and hooks. Great stuff. I really appreciate it. You guys don't realize how much
As
that
you're
does
casting
help me,
spells.
because
Self-defense.
I think it helps me think through things and come up with concepts that when people don't show up, which is fine because this is fun and this is not real life, that I can then use that information to kind of adjust fire. And you may not even notice that I'm doing it, but I do adjust fire a lot.
Well, the fact that you admitted you had to go off script a little bit, that makes me happy because I think it's always awesome.
Well, I don't mind going off script. I don't. It's not a question of going. I'm a firm believer that I should never be completely unprepared for you. So. Because then I'm not doing you guys a service for the time that you
Right.
give. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I mean, if and you guys have probably played in games where you sat down and the DM was just like
Looking at you funny.
completely winging it, and then you're just scratching your head like, you couldn't come up with anything.
So you're walking down the trail.
And a demon pops out.
One of these-
Says, work for me, or I eat your hearts. Okay.
One of these days, I want you to break down all the branches we broke off on. It's like, I thought you were gonna do this, and you guys went.
I'm reluctant to do that because I'm so, a part of me, I sit back here and I go, God, I want, not that I want you to do one or the other. I'm happy to do whatever you do. I mean, you could literally say, if you had sat down tonight, I might not be thrilled about it, but if you had sat down tonight and said, we decided we're walking out of town, I would have been like,
were close.
You could have given me that in a hook. So for the rest of the night, what you get is what you get.
Yeah.
Because you
We
could
don't
have
tell
said
you.
something.
We don't tell you at all. We just leave.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, I mean, you get what you get. But, so 20, I think I told, what did I say? 2,200 on experience points, sir. 2,200. So 27, 750, 2,200. Thank you guys. It was a lot of fun. Wyland, I hope you're okay. God almighty, I hope you're doing okay. We did miss you. Brian, I hope the concert went well and look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks. Reiner, I hope the exam it goes well and whatever the project is that you're working on goes well. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching Carpathian and the Seven-Sided Dice Carpathian Adventure tonight. I think the episode name was The Dumpster Fire. Again, it
is now.
Thank you for... We'd like to thank Sirenscape for the use of their audio sound effects. That's www.syrinscape.com. Thank you, artist Yenu and Silky Noir, for the terrific character art. Please patronize them via the @ Yenu Draws on Instagram, @ Yenu on Tumblr and Twitter, and patronize Silky Noir on DeviantArt. Please comment in the on YouTube, in the Twitch chat room, on Facebook, and on Twitter, and on Instagram. While we do this strictly for fun, please let us know how we might improve. Lastly, please follow us on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. Please follow and like on Facebook, And please subscribe on YouTube. As always, remember, in the Carpathian adventure, the journey is the destination. For now, thank you for watching. Roll a 7-sided die and have a good night.
Dumpster fire! Woo!